right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Golden Dome at St. Mary's Central High School in Bismarck, North Dakota. Beacon in North Bismarck in a whiteout snowstorm outside, but inside Tony Wald Court tonight. It's a WDA doubleheader. St. Mary's and Legacy meet on the PSP Network. Welcome inside the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed to stay in your car. Drive through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Alongside Chuck Claremont, I'm Owen Patterson on the call for today's two WDA basketball games before we head to the holidays, featuring the Saints of Bismarck St. Mary's and the Sabres of Legacy. It's been a long time, Chuck, since St. Mary's has beaten this Legacy team. In fact, 2019, 11 straight losses, but this is a Saints team that is on the up under new head coach Ty Terry.
Yeah, tons of confidence coming off a loss to Minot earlier in the week. But I talked to their coach beforehand, and he just said, our girls are playing good, they're buying in. And he said, we got one thing we got to start doing is shooting the ball better. He said, we shoot the ball better tonight. He goes, we got a great chance to get in a victory tonight. And that'll be the first time, like you said, since January 19th, 2019, where St. Mary's they upended Legacy 63-49. 11 times since then, it's been Legacy and victorious. And, you know, little history. Well, one of the girls, Savannah Schweitzer, her older cousin, Hallie Schweitzer, was playing on that team. And lots of family history with the Schweitzers, with Toby Schweitzer, anybody knows that name, Hall of Famer at U of Mary, and Tanner Schweitzer, her father, also an All-American wrestler and football player. So that name Schweitzer just, breeds just nothing but athleticness, and we'll see what Savannah as a sophomore, see if she can add to that, bring some history back to the Saints tonight and get a victory.
Yeah, St. Mary's girls basketball team continues to improve each and every time out on the floor, but they have an undefeated Legacy team coming from just across town here to St. Mary's Central High School that is looking pretty good to start the year, ranked number 5 in the state, and had their way with Minot North on Tuesday night. It's
a Legacy team. They have, a couple stalwarts back in Brooklyn Felkley and Whitney Welk, Marley Falcon as now a sophomore. When you have a trio of players like that can score, and then obviously with Brooklyn Felkley going on to next year to play at South Dakota State University, which is the first time ever a Sabre has gone on to play Division I basketball. When you got somebody like that in the middle that can block shots and take up space in the paint, and then you got a coach like Jim Petrick. To me, he's one of the best in the state. Coach Petrick, 9 years. He's been to state 7 times. Every year that Coach Petrick has been here at Legacy, and I think that makes such a difference when you can play for somebody like that you've played with coaches players, we talk about Hudson Sheldon, players you have confidence in. Well, Jim Petrick's one of those coaches you just have confidence as a player that, hey, he's going to help me play my best. He's going to put us in the best situation to win. So Legacy's got a good one right there in Jim Petrick in his 9th year here at Legacy.
Now, we'll go into the coaching position here shortly with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game, but first let's set up the matchup a little bit, looking at the standings in the WDA after one match day of basketball on Tuesday. We're still in the opening week of conference play, and hey, there's already a surprise team in the top. We spoke about Williston on Tuesday, but they won again. They're 4-0, 1-0 in the conference, one of 4 unbeatens overall right now. Century gets off to a good start as well. It's one game out of how many for these teams, but just getting off to that pre-holiday start, so important it seems.
It surely is, and we mentioned this, that I think a lot of people would like nothing more than Williston to be nothing more than we'd like Williston to be a competitive team, where hopefully Minot North jumps in and can be competitive sooner than later, and I think that's going to happen. And I think everybody around here hopes that Williston can be that person too, because, we like doing games where every game is competitive. It's not a gimmick game, or you're not playing a JV team that a lot of girls played last year against Williston, and so they got some players on that Williston team this year. We'll see until they play a Legacy, till they play a Minot, till they play a Mandan or a Century. We'll see who they really are right now.
It was a win over Dickinson.
But yeah, okay.
It's still a WDA win.
Absolutely it is. So I am not downplaying it by any stretch. I just don't know who they really are yet. But no matter what, they're 4-0 right now, as you mentioned, Owen.
Those are the standings in the WDA before we head into game day number 2, and that's coming up next on the PSP Network.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair. Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
We took a look at the standings before we went to break. How about the latest media poll according to the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association? Came off the press on Wednesday. Minot High seemed they got a few extra first place votes since last week. A few more people decided to vote in that poll, up to 20 now for the Magets, despite escaping with a win here at St. Mary's. A 9-point victory over the Saints, but they're unbeaten nonetheless. So is Davies and Mandan at third, who with their big win over Bismarck High even got a first place vote. Legacy at 4-0 is at number 5. Not a whole lot changed, but it seems like a lot more respect to the Braves.
Yeah, I would think so, and they deserved it for sure as they knocked off Bismarck High in our game on Tuesday. It was the first time they had beaten Bismarck, I think, in 6 trips. So there's been some streaks in the capital city. And Mandan's a team that I think look really good. McKenna Johnson, and it's not just McKenna Johnson's show. There's a lot of quality basketball players on that team. A lot of size, a lot of athletic ability, and just impressed with Mandan and how they're playing. And that's exactly where I had them in this week's poll right there. Minot, I watched them a little bit. We're going to see if Maggie Fricky got hurt, didn't play against St. Mary's. We'll see what happens to her. I think there's all kinds of speculation on where she is, but she didn't play last game, didn't play the second half against Horace. And hopefully for Minot, she's just going to take some time off and get that, I don't know if it's an ankle or knee healed, and she'll be back. Because when you got somebody with that talent, you want to see him play, right? You want to see him on the court. And so I like how it's set up. Legacy sitting here at number 5. It's a good team. I think Legacy, they're always there at the end of the year. And I think it's going to be a team that's going to be tough to beat with their size and athletic ability too. So we'll probably talk more about the boys before the boys game. But Capital City's pretty blessed with Mandan, Legacy, St. Mary's playing well right now. And it's a Century team that got some votes too. We don't know who Century is yet either. We'll hopefully get a chance to see them right after the first of the year and get a chance to see how both the boys and the girls, because the boys moved up to number 2 this week in the poll.
Yeah, these rankings brought to you by Ackerman Asphalt give us another reason to talk about the Coyotes. Yes, Williston even in receiving votes in the girls basketball poll. That win over Horace was Horace's JV team, but hey, again, an undefeated team going into the holidays if they can win tonight. All right, let's talk game plan here with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than with Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Chuck, we haven't worked together a long time, but in these keys to the game, I like getting creative here. And for Legacy, two meanings to close out. St. Mary's shoots the three ball, be aggressive. They're not really a team that puts the ball on the floor and attacks the hoop. And then, of course, close out the pre-holiday part of the schedule. 5-0. There's a lot on the line if they do that tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. And to add to that with the legacy side, it's kind of stifled that St. Mary's confident that they're coming into this even after a loss. They're kind of riding a little bit of a high, and they know that, hey, man, if we would have shot better, we might have got a chance to win. And I think they feel like they can come out here and knock off this legacy team. So they've got to do something early to stifle that confidence on that legacy side, and then just play their brand of basketball, which is different. That little more pressure defense they're going to put against a St. Mary's, and St. Mary's going to be, they're not quite as up tempo as legacy might be.
Bismarck Legacy obviously has the size advantage in this one, so for St. Mary's, finding those rebounds when you can get them, just doing the fundamentals, boxing out is important for the Saints.
Well, you look at the size difference. I mean, they're a little undersized when anybody, I guess, going against a 6'3" Felkley and a 6'2" Marley. Falcon and Abby Berman's 5'11". Sadie Haller comes in off the bench, she's 6'3". So you look at their statistics, they're a plus 18 on that rebound differential. They've got 45, rebounds to 27 on the defensive side. And you look at St. Mary's sitting here at a -4, and that's a big difference. So St. Mary's, I'm sure Coach Ty Terry's came in here and said, hey, we have got to box out, like you said, fundamentally. We've got to be a good, solid team. We can't give up second shots to this legacy team, or they're going to kill us.
Plain and simple there in the Northern Plains Heating Air Keys to the game. We'll wrap up the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show when we return on the PSP Network.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters, unlike those guys. We take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Another reminder, this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. They know you're busy. That's why when you visit any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck, they don't waste your time or their own. Valvoline Instant Oil Change technicians can typically perform a full-service oil change in about 15 minutes. Find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Let's talk some of the players that will be playing a big part in tonight's game. And for that, we turn it over to our Press Switch Orthodontics players to watch, and two of the leaders in some of the stat categories in the WDA. Disregard the numbers, they're a game behind, but you're going to get the gist of it as Matea Messer and Brooklyn Felkley, the clear leaders of these two teams.
Yeah, and Matea Messer had a big game against Minot. She had 25 points, 15 rebounds there, so she's even going to move up in that area. And I know Ostream had a little bit of, or Ostreim, is it? Ostreim, yeah. She had an 11-point game against Horace, but ultimately those are some of the key players. The top, Lily Bell, when it comes, I guarantee you, if there's an easy bet to me, when you get to the end of the year, she is going to be number one. That's probably a pretty safe bet. You can put a house payment on that baby.
And it's like, good and bad. The sour part of it, that without Fricke, she's going to have to score 30 a night like she did against St. Mary's. They needed her 32 to win that game. So obviously, Bell going to be moving up that chart. But going back to Messer, against Bismarck Legacy, right on the usual average, 20 points per game in 3 games against Bismarck Legacy, and she showed out again today against the Sabres.
Yeah, Matea Messer is just a great athlete. Comes from great stock. Sister Mickey and Kylie played. She was all WDA last year, and so she just is somebody who, you just look at her and you can see the strength, the power, and that's going to be a great battle between her and Brooklyn Falkley. I don't know if they're going to match up a ton, because it feels like Matea is more of a face-the-basket type person, but I guarantee you Brooklyn's going to be in her way plenty tonight.
Those leaders brought to you by the Hoopster. It's time to turn over to the public address announcer here for our pregame ceremonies.
Chaplain at St. Mary's Central High School. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, as we come together this evening, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. We ask this through the intercession of Mary, the Mother of God, and the patroness of our school, as we pray together. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Mary, Queen of Victory, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
At this time, please remain standing as we are about to salute the flag in our great nation. At this time, we ask that you remove any headgear, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention as we play our national anthem.
As we close out another week of broadcasts on the PSP Network, here's a look at what's coming up after Christmas. We still have some broadcasts tomorrow from Minot, some high school hockey on a Saturday afternoon, and a doubleheader of Division B basketball from Velva as the Aggies host the Garrison Troopers. There's ranked teams in both matchups there, but here's when we come back from Christmas break. Might not look like a lot, but there's a ton of basketball to be played over that weekend for the Mandan Holiday Tournament, the Dale Brown, the Hoopster Classic. Oh, and just throw in a top 5 matchup in Division AA, Davies and Minot High. Our Christmas present to you, all this basketball coverage after the holidays.
Lots of called games, so boy, if high school basketball is your forte and you love watching it, we have got a lot to put on, and there's going to be some great matchups over those Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. So, and we're talking about morning tonight. Some of these games are going to start in the morning. The Dale Brown starts at 11 o'clock. That goes all day. Hoopster's the same thing. So, it's bring your phone, bring your iPad, bring your whatever, because there are a lot of games you can and Owen, you better get that golden voice of yours
23 games in 5 days.
Holy cow.
I'm not sick anymore. Tip-off next from Tony Waldcore at St. Mary's.
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
It's time for high school basketball on the PSP Network. Bismarck St. Mary's at home tonight in the all-white jerseys. Blue numbers and letters, blue trim. Second-year head coach Ty Terry leading this team. Tell you what, if you lead a school to their third state appearance since 2000, you're probably going to be here a while. I think Ty Terry has a home for a long time.
Yeah, he loves being in Bismarck, and you know, he's got obviously his daughters. He's got young daughters, and he actually came here to be an assistant coach in the boys' side, and this job opened up, and he's like, I got 4 young daughters, I love it. So he's going to be here a while, and St. Mary's got a good one there.
Bismarck Legacy going from right to left on your screen. Of the road black jerseys, gold numbers and letters in gold trim. The tip-off is won by the Saints, and we are underway with WDA basketball tonight on the PSP Network. Top of the key for St. Mary's, Natalie Benning has the ball out of her hands. We'll see some high-pressure defense from these Legacy Sabres, every single one of them. Long step-back three is short from Matea Messer with the offensive rebound. Second chance point, not going to get it. Now a breakaway and 2 for Whitney Welk. Spoke too soon.
Boy, she looked back to see where people were and took her eye off the rim or the backboard. That's not a good way to start it.
Both teams with misses in the lane. So scoreless, 40 seconds in, but surprisingly, Benning making a move into the paint, finally gets one to fall, and St. Mary's the first team on the BNC National to make scoreboard.
Yeah, Natalie Benning averaging 13 a game. Good hesitation move in the paint there, and one off that left foot for the right-handed teardrop.
Pass out to the wing to Lucas. Top of the key, that's Brooklyn Felkley, the future South Dakota State Jackrabbit. Wide open three, Marley Falcon. You know that one's going to go in.
Wide open look there, and it's because they were double teaming Brooklyn Felkley down low. There's some people you can help off of. She is not one of them.
Not at all, shooting just 37% from three to start the season, but that's a number that I think is going to go up near 40 and above.
Yeah, 14 for 38 in the season, so that's a lot of them in just 4 games or 3 games.
A jump ball off the rebound there. It was Abby Berman for Legacy, tied up with Abby Schmidt of St. Mary's, and possession will go the way of the Sabres, leading 3-2.
Berman, a 5'11 senior. Coaches just love her strength inside. Just played 13 games as a freshman last year, but they're expecting a lot of things from her this year.
Felkley going to work in the block, finally gets the entry pass, just backs down the defender, Journey Okrip, for 2.
Yeah, that's your old-fashioned power move. Get it inside, and you just power dribble, drop step to the baseline.
Well, that's another play you're going to see Legacy run all night. If you're going to dribble the ball into any corner of the court, you're going to get trapped. However, a foul is called on Whitney Welk, bailing out the Saints.
Yeah, Coach Jim Petrix, he's big on that full court pressure, and he's got athletes to do it with Ava Lucas and Whitney Welk, a track athlete, and Welk she's all over the court.
Threes up from Benning, a little bit of contact there, but it is a good tray for the senior, Natalie Benning.
Well, she's going to throw it up. Shot 13 threes against Minot, made just 2 of them, but if you're head coach Terry, you love to seeing that first one go down.
Yeah, you go back to last season for St. Mary's, a season that ended 12-14. 3 is in and out there for Lucas of Legacy, but below 500, they really only had 2 scoring options last year. It was Messer and Benning. You get those 2 back, and now you add another one in Abby Schmidt, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great move by Eva Solinsky. They're not relying on her to score very much, but they're giving her an opening inside, and a nice hesitation move down the right side for the layup.
3 here from Falcon, already hit 1, won't make the second, but an offensive rebound for Felkley. Finds Welk underneath the hoop, foot was on the line, and it'll be a turnover.
Good pass down low to Whitney Welk, but Welk chose to take an extra dribble instead of maybe going up right away.
We've got the Ryan Family Dealership replays working tonight from Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's. There's another trap in the corner, and it leads to a steal. Ava Lucas going the other way for the black and gold. Leads to a wide open player, but no shot from Berman.
That went right through the hands of Messer.
Welk off the bounce. It's it back outside the three-point line. Going all the way around Felkley. Now they find the forward in the middle of the court, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, one thing Felkley's really going to have to do is gather herself. Sometimes she gets too spun up a little bit, but she's big. She works her way of getting great position. Nice lob pass by Felkin into her. Just got to turn, square up, gather, and go up strong.
Called the foul against Eva Selensky. The first free throw is good for Felkley, and we carried the Legacy Minot North game on the PSP network on Tuesday, and the Sentinels started the game behind Felkley. I feel like that's maybe a bad idea, and St. Mary's learned from it.
Yeah, Felkley just, and what she's also is a really good passer from that post as well.
Saints get it across the timeline, this time with a little more ease, and it's a one-pass three from Natalie Benning.
Well, I love it. She just squared up. When she caught the basketball, she already was turned a little bit towards the basket. Beautiful rotation there by Benning.
There's the advantage for St. Mary's in what they were doing defensively. Okrup just walled off Felkley from getting that basketball, and it's a turnover.
Well, both Okrup and Messer, I mean, they're strong bodied gals, and so ultimately we're looking at double teaming Felkley.
Here's a steal, and then the ball goes off of the leg of Whitney Welk, and it's back to St. Mary's.
So I suppose it gets a turnover on both sides. If they'll do it that way. Whitney Welk, good quick hands. Pink shoes for her today.
Legacy always has the most colorful shoes of any team. Noticed that over the last couple of years.
We talked about before we started. Whitney Welk going on to Mayville State. You mentioned how decent team they are this year. Beat Minot State.
And it wasn't really close. NAIA program coming up to D2. It is a pretty comparable level, but you wouldn't expect it. Okrup, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound goes down to Abby Berman of Legacy. Again, Welk leaking down the floor, and this time finishes the layup.
Yeah, looked up, did not look behind her. And one thing that you can see that Legacy's doing is they are leaking somebody out. They're saying, we trust that we're going to get the defensive rebound, so we're going to let Whitney Welk. She's going to have a little high school hideout, but what a play there from Messer.
That one's going to be on the Ryan Family Dealership replay shortly as Messer steps to the basket. Falcon with a little bit of space, going to let it fly off the backboard, no good. Okrup going to get called for the foul. Coach Terry not in agreement, thinking that was all ball.
I mean, if anything, probably could have been a jump basketball, I think, 0-2 is, Felkley is she's just walking Journey Okrup down. Journey's realizing that, man, I'm strong, but holy cow, Brooklyn Felkley is an absolute beast. I know that's a positive comment in women's basketball.
In the paint, Sadie Holler, but she gets blocked by Messer. We missed that last replay on Messer's drive to the basket, but here's the defensive stop. Back to basketball, under 13 minutes left in the first half. Welk from the corner, brings out no good. Falcon, though, in the lane.
Well, we talked about a key is defensive rebounding, and Legacy's got 4 offensive rebounds already in the first 5 minutes of this game.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
12:50 remaining in half number one. St. Mary's leading Bismarck Legacy 12-11. The Sabres number 5 in the state. St. Mary's yet to receive any votes in that media poll. Eva Selensky already a bucket in this first half, misses. Second chance opportunity for Matea Messer also falls short. A leading pass there for Holler of Legacy goes out of bounds.
Now that was kind of a forced pass, although Holler, if she would have been watching, she might have been able to come up with that. I mean, if Jet, you might have got the Viking wide receiver, might have pulled that one in, but it's going to turn a turnover, number 4 for Legacy.
Sabres will inbound underneath their own hoop as substitutions come in for Bismarck St. Mary's Maya Jones, who wears number 5, and she's actually going to draw that offensive foul on Holler's moving screen.
Yeah, Jones, she comes, coming from a good family. Father, Joe, played for Thompson, then went on to UM Mary for 3 years, played there. Grandpa Ray Jones, UND Hall of Famer back in the day.
Okra on the drive, miss it. More second chances for St. Mary's. They've gotten maybe more than we expected in this first half, but none of them have really gone back for points.
No, Marley Falcon doing a good job rebounding with Felkley out.
Pass inside to Holler again. Messer swatting at the basketball, maybe touched a little bit of it.
I think she did, yep.
Messer now on offense. Long three is up and well short. Falcon down the floor. Set up to Gracie Watson. Couple new Sabres in the game now.
Watson just a freshman.
Lucas tried to get that pass back to Watson. Instead, Benning with the steal up to Messer and just had to flip that ball away before going out of bounds. It was going to be a turnover no matter what.
Both teams wanting to run.
Falcon to Welk, near side corner, baseline drive for Whitney. Welk off the pane, no good, and thrown out of bounds by Legacy Sadie Holler.
Yeah, Whitney Welk, I mean, she's getting herself in good position, Owen, but going about Mach 7 by the time she lets go of the basketball, so she's got to get herself a little bit under control, but the good news if you're Coach Petrick is she's getting in the right positions.
Savannah Schweitzer checks in for St. Mary's. Still leading 12-11. No scoring change since that First International Bank and Trust timeout. No, Jones gets fouled from behind by Gracie Watson. Two freshmen right there on the floor. Brooklyn Falkley checks back in for Bismarck Legacy after a long breather.
Yeah, you got to be really quick on this scoreboard in terms of seeing who got the foul. They just kind of flash it briefly and then they let it go. So got to be looking on the foul. Not quite like Bismarck High scoreboard or Mandans or.
A missed shot there for St. Mary's. Legacy looking for the lead once again. Picking up the basketball was Addie Dede.
5'8" sophomore.
Watson again attacking the hoop. Misses the layup. Falkley fights through everybody there in the lane for the putback.
Just a power move right there for Brooklyn Falkley. She just hits the glass so hard.
Scoreboard yet to update, but it is 13-12 Bismarck Legacy.
Savannah Schweitzer, 32. She's a 5'10" sophomore. She's in now.
She gets the ball here. Mid-range, missed it. Rebound, fought for and won by the Sabres. Slow down, let the rest of the team catch up. Gracie Watson not going to wait much longer, lets a three go.
Took a lot of time to shoot that one, maybe too much time, right?
Still open the entire time.
She was.
Jones entry pass to Benning, hands off now to Selensky. They weave at the top of the key. 10 on the dot to go in half number one, 15 on the shot clock. Schweitzer traveled.
Yeah, good help from the weak side by Addie Dede as Schweitzer tried to drop step to that weak side, and boy, you just love it when you're coach, when you got that weak side help, force the turnover. Number 4 for the Saints.
Today's broadcast on the PSP Network, brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Falkley already with 6 in the game, now 8 for the senior.
I liked how Dede on the outside waited and allowed her come across the lane, post up against Schweitzer, and then again, power move in the baseline.
Legacy's defense has been pitching a shutout since that First International Bank and Trust timeout 3 minutes ago. Jones off balance, but again draws the foul. This one is going to go against Marissa Merkel.
Good switch by Merkel, but just kind of reached in on that one. You could have put your hand straight up, and that's what Coach Petrick said. Hey, straight up, you got her. I mean, she kind of forced a shot, Jones did, and I love looking up some stuff on her grandpa, Ray Jones. Oh, he was playing a little bit before my time at UND, but one of the all-time legendary coaches, Dave Gunther, for UND. He said, what was the comment? I got to look this up because it was pretty cool. He said, Ray Jones had a shot that was like a turnover. He was known for his defense, not his shooting. So
that is not high praise, but hey.
And I think he had Maya's aunt Tanya Jones was a star for UND basketball. She had 3 national championships back in the day when she was playing at UND.
Jones at the Surf Pro free throw line a while ago, went 1 for 2, and then gets called for the foul there in the backcourt.
I'm gonna have to use that one on somebody. Your shot's like a turnover.
I'm not sure we want to use that one on the PSP network. Maybe.
I wouldn't. Maybe
as an inside joke.
Yes.
Felkley draws the help defense, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the problem is the help defense is Eva Selinsky, who's 5'7", so they're trying to overplay her to the baseline, but I love that post-entry pass, and I love how Brooklyn Felkley is just drop-stepping and power moving inside.
Matea Messer cuts the deficit in half.
Yeah, speaking of power moves right there, Messer, a little different. She just goes right to the hole off the dribble.
Pass into the near corner for Merkel. Gets a screen, curls all the way around it. Way too strong off the backboard. Thrown back into play and then out of bounds by Abby Berman.
Earlier this week, Brooklyn Felkley hit her 1,000th point against Minot North.
Yeah.
That was a big night, 1,000 points. We had Andre Austin hit 1,000. We had
McKenna Johnson.
Yeah, McKenna Johnson on the last shot of the game. We were like, well, first of all, why is she in? And why is she shooting at the buzzer? But that's why. Wanted to get that 1,000th point. She obviously knew.
See, here's the thing. They're playing Jamestown at home tonight. I feel like maybe doing it at home a little more special than doing it at VHS.
I would think so, too.
Yeah, get it out of the way and don't have to worry about it anymore. Jones running, falling out of bounds, misses the shot. Felkley loses the dribble for a second.
Whoa.
And again, ball extra bouncy today. Welk dribbles with the right hand. Now gets Felkley again, and she's fouled by Messer.
I'm really impressed at how these guards are really looking down low to Brooklyn Felkley. They've recognized that right now, despite the size and strength of Matea Messer and Journey Okrup, they are just no match, and Savannah Schweitzer, no match right now for Brooklyn Felkley.
Somebody lost where Marley Falcon was. Luckily for the Saints, though, Falcon misses another 3. Now 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. Benning an air ball. Legacy running the floor, and now they stop Felkley from behind the free throw line. It's good.
Boy, she's showing a range on that. Not only can she shoot free throws and power inside, the trail play from 17.
Messer trying to make something happen just off the rim with Falcon. Good defense. Near side Welk. Step back, not going to take the shot though. Jones pressuring the basketball there for Ava Lucas. 10 to shoot for the Sabres, up 19-15 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Here's Lucas looking for those posts. Instead, drives herself off the right side, and a scoreless possession for Legacy. Messer out now to Abby Schmidt, who's gotten in that mix as maybe the number 3 scorer for St. Mary's. Averaged 2 points per game last year, up to 8 through 4 games.
Yeah, had a big game in the second game of the season, had 18. Coach Terry hoping she gets started this week. She was 0 for 7 from the three-point line, and had 6 points. Didn't shoot the ball well against Minot.
Nobody shot well for St. Mary's against Minot. 2 for 24 from 3, and still only lost by 9 to the #1 team in the state.
I asked Coach Terry, I said, so what did you do on Wednesday and Thursday? Like it was a redundant question. He said, we shot the ball a little bit.
Form shooting to start practice and end practice.
Exactly.
Free throw is good, one of them for Abby Schmidt. 19-16 lead still for Bismarck Legacy. Right-handed layup for Whitney Welk is no good. And now a steal. And a jump ball to follow.
We got a timeout, he said, before it was a jump ball.
He did have enough possession there. We've got a Ryan Family Dealership replay of it. It's only a little bit as we go to a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the PSP Network.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, it's First International Bank and Trust sponsoring the timeouts today. Legacy has already taken 2 in this half. They have 3 remaining for the game. St. Mary's has all 5.
Boy, in the BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan 37-8 against Jamestown in that girls game with just about done with the first half.
3 for Whitney Welk, 22-16.
Well, maybe she was too close on those missed layups. Oh, and she needs to get outside the 19-9 mark.
It seems to be. I mean, shots in the paint today, unless your name is Brooklyn Felkley, has been a very low percentage.
Yeah,
and there's another one from Benning. Falling out of bounds there with the basketball was Gretchen Bowl.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. As St. Mary's was the one that was going for it and dribbled it out, a bounce from the baseline. 12 points for Brooklyn Felkley, leads everybody. Benning had 8 early, but she hasn't scored in probably the last 8 minutes.
There's another player who hasn't scored in a while.
No.
Falcon will stay off the stat sheet. Welk, another one? No, front iron. Ball with the rebound. Legacy again. Man full court press, but that leaves Matea Messer down the floor. Another missed shot from in the painted area.
Boy, and what a great look, too, by Schmidt. I love that bounce pass.
Welk hands the ball off to Alexis Selensky. Now back to Falcon on the far side. Comes to the middle. Pass out to Ava Lucas. Lucas driving against Eva Selensky of St. Mary's. Now Alexis Selensky from the corner.
Crotched it in the corner. Alexis Selensky. I don't think she's made a 3 yet this year.
Falcon forces the jump ball.
Yeah, Alexis was 0 for 3 coming into the game. Just played 2 games this year.
Both teams playing some very deep benches in the first half.
Yeah, we got St. Mary's has played. They played 8 for sure. Maybe I'm missing somebody else. And then there's been 9 for Legacy.
Here's Bowl. Top of the key. Abby Schmidt. Too strong.
Another thing that Brooklyn Felke does really well is run the floor. Boy, she got a mismatch. Mouse in the house, I'd be saying right there. But what a move by Whitney Welch. Just took it herself.
Legacy, their largest lead of the game right now at 8. Yeah. Gonna be tough to put up a layup over Felkley in transition there. And again, leaking down the floor was Welk. Felkley now catches up and scores the basket and forces a St. Mary's timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them on the PSP Network. 4 minutes to go in the first half.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. More than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University.
Looking across in that front row, if the camera guys can pick them out, the Schweitzer family. We got Toby and Tanner. Toby's in the blue shirt right in that front row. I don't know if you guys can track. Right there we go. Hall of Famer Toby Schweitzer, uncle of Savannah, and her dad Tanner is just to left if you're looking at in the black. Toby's the head coach of the boys football team too, and I had battles against him. He graduated in '85, the same year I did. He went to St. Mary's, and we had some battles on the football field for sure. Great guy.
A foul before we begin play. It's going to go against Legacy. And Gracie Watson, that's the 6th on the Sabres. St. Mary's will be shooting from the Surf Pro free throw line the rest of the half. Just 4 minutes to go before the Magic Towing halftime report. Natalie Benning brings the ball down the floor for St. Mary's. At home today. Playing just their second home game of the year. Another foul call, this one against Falcon.
Yeah, just too aggressive from the back, from behind Messer, and Messer's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah. And Marley Falcon's, she's 6 foot. If I'm playing against Messer and I'm Marley Falcon, okay, I'm going to try to deny her the basketball. But when she gets it, I'm taking a step back. I'm forcing Messer to score up to me and shoot over me.
Matea Messer shooting the 1-and-1 bonus. Makes the first, earns the second. 24/7 emergency service and training technicians. It's Serve Pro, bringing the Serve Pro free throw line. Every time St. Mary's has been on the line, it's 1 for 2.
Yep.
They trail 17-26 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. To 4-0 and 5th-ranked Legacy. Falkley inside out, now all the way around the arc. They get it right back to Brooklyn. Falkley, who traveled.
Yeah, she was helped a little bit from behind by Journey Okrup, but Falkley gathered, and I think she knew she did a little hop before she did the drop step. 6th turnover for the Sabres.
St. Mary's hasn't had much offense in this last part of the first half. It's just been getting to the free throw line and similar plays like that, just trying to score in the middle in the trees of Bismarck Legacy.
Yeah, we talked about the size, 2 6-footers. Whoa, Iniani over there.
Didi misses the layup, and now the ball goes out of bounds off of Maya Jones of St. Mary's.
Yeah, you talked about struggling inside shooting. I mean, there has been a lot of badly missed shots in the lane by both teams, and it's because of some of the size, because Messer is such a great shot blocker, because Falkley is, because Marley Falcon is. You're expecting somebody to be behind you.
Inbounds pass goes back to Welk, tries to force a pass there to Falkley. Messer in the way. Messer spins, gets to the right hand, but Falcon, exactly what they've been worried about all night long, right here on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, Falcon just got in great position there, hustled back, got in front of Messer as she's just coming down like a freight train, put both hands straight up in the air. Good no call by the official.
Benning. No good. Falcon eventually grabs the rebound. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Just give it over the high post there to Falkley outside. And she draws the foul before the shot.
What's another thing Falkley didn't do a lot last year is put the ball on the floor. I love that. Hard rip, crossover to the baseline, leaned in. Shot didn't count, but it showed she's been working on that mid-range shot, not to mention her dribbling.
Bob inside to Falkley, able to find that basketball and score the 2.
You cannot stop her. She is just absolutely dominant. 16 points now for Legacy, for Falkley.
Averaged a double-double last year this year, sorry.
Two-time second-team All-Stater.
Left-handed layup off the bottom of the backboard by Lucas, and then Felkley just trying to make a play. Say, I sprinted all the way down the court. I got to do something here, and then gets called for the foul.
And she knew it too. Right away, it was like, oh, should not have done that.
Because it gives Journey Okrup a 1-and-1 opportunity at the Serve Pro free throw line.
Brooklyn Felkley going, as we mentioned, South Dakota State University to major in mechanical engineering. She's a 4.0 student, 3-sport athlete. I mean, it's just pretty impressive when you got somebody like that. And we've interviewed her a time or 10, and she's just a great interview, very well spoken, very well represents legacy and, you know, girls sports in North Dakota.
A 2-for-2 trip to the Serve Pro free throw line for Journey Okrup.
Oh, that was Okrup, okay, thank you.
Falcon, drive and kick out to Ava Lucas. She spins. Gotta watch out for that pivot foot. Long pass out to Welk. St. Mary's dialing up the defense. Messer with the steal. 3-on-2 fast break. She wants it all herself. Over Felkley for 2.
Smart. I like that play there by her when she was under control, didn't force the issue against Felkley.
Felkley misses a wide open layup. The presence of Messer was there.
Yeah, too far underneath the basket there.
Chance for a late run for St. Mary's. Selensky from downtown, no good. And then gets a steal. Benning does not have numbers. Ball is out again. And a jump ball will go to Bismarck Legacy. There's been some really good offense, and there's been some not great offense in this first half.
There's been a little bit of UGLY going on occasion, but both teams playing extremely hard, and we thought it was going to be a close game, and it has been. I mean, it was 19-16. There was a little timeout, and then a nice 9-1 run by Legacy to get them that 11-point lead, but they've responded with a couple baskets. Cut that lead to 7. Now Kenham Westy for St. Mary's checks in. She has not been in yet. 5'8" sophomore.
Lily Turman for St. Mary's.
Yep. Coach mentioned that she was going to be in too. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Wrong side. 31 from St. Mary's is in. Thank you.
Just inside the 3-point line, but a shot no good for Berman. Good thing Brooklyn Felkley's there.
Yeah, Turman comes in, just could not box her out. Felkley again, 18 now for her in the first half, almost at her average.
30-21 Sabres. 42 seconds remain, half number 1. That pass, or maybe just the ball, got knocked free from Matea Messer. And then a foul is called.
I think on Okrup. Third personal foul now on Okrup. She's for sure going to have to come out. Abby Schmidt will come in, and that she didn't get in time. The coach is already trying to put somebody in, and I go right at her.
Felkley wants the basketball. It's not Okrup guarding Felkley. It's Turman.
She cannot be stopped. Lob inside to Felkley. She takes one dribble to free herself from contact from the baseline and then hits that 12-foot turnaround.
Messer, no good. Rebound goes to Falcon, but Messer with the steal. 3 seconds, got to get one off. Long 3 is short, and that is how the first half will end. Brooklyn Felkley with 20 in the first 18 minutes as Legacy holds a 32-21 lead going into the Magic Towing halftime report.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Heard an announcement here at St. Mary's that they're going to be playing a game in between games, I believe, for a pair of Jordan sneakers.
Oh, really?
I remember when the prize was just a bag of Skittles from concessions. Wow,
No
things have
kidding.
really gone up.
Can we join in that, or how old you got to be to participate in that?
I think we just got to go over there. There's some stands
Is that
set
what it
up,
is?
and it's
Okay.
like the Chuck-a-Duck thing,
Oh,
or the
all right,
get
all
to the
right.
center. I don't know.
Probably
really.
costs money to get into it.
Yeah.
It's got to be a fundraiser of some sort.
Jordan sneakers on the line for a special fan here at Tony Wald Court. Let's talk about the first half with our Magic Towing halftime report. Bismarck Legacy 31, St. Mary's 21. Remember Magic Towing's phone number, 701-509-4011. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. The roads not looking very good this afternoon, probably not tonight when I head back home. But let's talk basketball instead. Take our mind off of the winter weather here
No
in
sense
December.
in worrying about something you can't control right now.
Don't worry about that when it comes time. But the first half, Chuck, dominated by one player in particular, Brooklyn Felkley.
Yeah, it's just amazing that, they're obviously concentrating on her, and even doing that, she's finding ways to get the basketball. Her teammates lobbing it, bounce passing, doing things for her to get her the basketball in good positions, and she's scoring every which way but loose, whether it's a couple free throws, whether it's straight on 19-footer in the trail, whether it's a baseline turnaround from 12 feet, or offensive rebounds, or just power moves on both sides of on both boxes. She just really is absolutely dominating, showing why she will most likely be a first-team All-Stater this year.
Pretty much unquestionably, Felkley's going to earn that honor. There's not many other scorers, but let's talk about those with our individual stats for the first half.
Yeah, for St. Mary's, let's go there first. They have 6 in the scoring column, led by the 8 of Natalie Betting, as she came out on fire, hit her first 2 threes plus a deuce in the first shot, the first basket of the game. And then I think she shot one time since then. And so maybe we'll have to figure out, I'm not sure who's guarding her, if maybe Whitney Welk is, Welk is just a glove when it comes to defense, and see what's shut her down. But she has 8 points, 2 threes and a deuce, 7 from Matea Messer, as she's got 3 field goals and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 each for Journey Okrup, but she does have 3 personal fouls, and Eva Solinsky has a bucket, and Maya Jones 1 for 2 from the free throw line, as is Abby Schmidt, for their total of 21. For the Legacy Sabres, just 3 in the scoring column, but when you got 20 from one player, as she has 9 field goals and 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 20 points for Brooklyn Felkley. Marley Falcon has 5. She hit her first 3, missed her last 3, but does have another basket. A rebound put back for her 5 points. And Whitney Welk has had a solid game tonight, both defensively and offensively, as she's getting out in the break, scoring there. She has 7. Also has hit a 3-pointer from the corner. So 20 for Felkley, 7 for Whitney Welk, 5 for Marley Falcon. And it was close for the most part in that first half, as St. Mary's started out fast, or I guess fast, and they were up 2-0. Tied at 7. St. Mary's was still up 12-11 at one point, and then they got outscored 21-9 the rest of that first half. So really played better defense inside, especially. St. Mary's did not shoot the ball very well either, but I think I'd say it was more the defensive pressure from Legacy than it was the poor shooting of St. Mary's, as Legacy leads up by 11, 32-21.
A big thank you to North Dakota Score Feed, keeping us up to the minute with scores from around the state. Taking a look in the WDA, most of the games at halftime are starting the second half. The score you mentioned earlier, Mandan and Jamestown now 45-10 in favor of the Braves, as they are already underway with half number 2. Minot a 30-16 lead over Bismarck High at home against the Demons. No score, as in the Mountain Time Zone, Minot North and Dickinson just getting underway. But some interesting ones out in the EDC, as second-ranked Fargo Davies holds only a 6-point lead over Shanley, 24-18 at the break. We have another game of basketball coming up after this one between St. Mary's and Legacy. The second game of our doubleheader, the boys game, featuring the Saints and the Sabres. That'll come up after our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, but still 18 minutes of basketball to play between Legacy and St. Mary's in the girls game. 32-21 Sabres at the break.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Back from the halftime break at Tony Wald Court on the campus of St. Mary's High School in Bismarck. And the first shot taken by Natalie Benning for the Saints. It goes wide left.
Coach Terry recognized they got to get her the ball, so they set up a play as she had a little ISO at the middle of the lane.
Bennings get the inbounds pass, but Felkley with the block. Easy lane with the left hand there for Ava Lucas, but another missed layup. And Felkley saying, all right, guys, you know, I'm not cheering for you to miss it, but she's getting rebounds and points every time.
It's almost like you're watching sixth grade basketball some ways, as she just is absolutely dominating so much on the floor. Every loose ball, every second chance opportunity, she's right there.
Can St. Mary's respond? Now down 13 points early in this second half. Natalie Benning will get a chance at the Serve Pro free throw line after the Welk foul.
And it is Whitney Welk. Oh, they called on Berman.
Oh.
That must
have
been a reach in
Welk on the defense.
Yeah, but it is Welk guarding her, which makes sense now why things have been a lot tighter.
Benning makes the first, misses the second.
They miss a goodness. What happens?
Welk finds Berman, who finds Felkley, who powers up a shot and one.
Whoa, look at that fire by Felkley. You don't see that very often.
Well, you might have not been watching volleyball, because we were able to talk to Brooklyn Felkley a couple times. Melissa Spelton and I in our WDA volleyball tournament coverage. She says, I just like being loud.
I haven't seen her being loud. She definitely was excited there as she got the and one. Nobody even moved. I don't think they realized she made the basket. St. Mary's still standing at the free throw line. Like it's an and one. Hello.
37-22 Legacy.
I don't think a lot of people were expecting this one. Thought it was going to be a close game, and a lot of people were thinking St. Mary's had a kind of a little bit of an advantage, maybe even after that good game against Minot.
Okrup near side. This is Schmidt. Back outside the three-point line to Benning. Messer hasn't gotten a touch yet in this half. Now will pull up a three, again short. Tell you what, if you're claustrophobic, you won't want to go against this Legacy defense.
No, they are in your face.
Three is no good by Ava Lucas. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Ball to the Saints.
Ava Lucas getting the start today, again, her second start in a row, because starter Brooklyn Saylor, she's out with an injury, a concussion, as she had got a concussion against Grand Forks Red River. She's averaging 9 points a game. One of those names. Just take a short timeout. I miss it?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Okay.
We're going to stay here.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Feel free to talk over me if you need to. Oh, and I put my head down sometimes. But as you take a look at, I lost my train of thought. Who was I talking about?
The injured player.
Oh, yeah, thank you,
Saylor.
Brooklyn Sailors. Brooklyn Sailors got offers from Crown College and North Central, and you mentioned those are Division III programs, and you didn't even play summer basketball, which you don't hear too often. Most girls that are playing varsity sports or varsity basketball are playing some sort of AAU or something, and Coach Petrick said, yeah, she did not play summer basketball this year, and so good for her that somehow she had impressed upon those coaches to make an offer to her. I know she's also a 4.0 student, so there could be some academic involvement in that offer.
Out of the timeout called by Ty Terry of St. Mary's. That's another missed shot by Matea Messer, who's been limited to just 7 in the game so far. Pass out to Falcon. She find that form again? She does. Marley Falcon.
Yeah, skip pass from the baseline by Ava Lucas. So Ava Lucas hasn't scored, but she's got 3 or 4 assists already.
Messer, a couple hesitation moves. Dribbles back outside the three-point line. Hands off to Benning. No room here on the sideline. Somehow Benning gets around it, puts up a shot, bounces off the rim. Still trying to find the rebound. It goes to Selensky. Benning open in the corner. Three's up and in.
Good patience by Benning. I like how she found that corner too. That was an opening right there. Got the ball kicked out to her. Great rotation on that three-pointer.
40-25 Sabres on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lucas had lost the basketball, then puts up a shot. Messer with a board. With locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank can be found online at bnc.bank. Saints with a lot of work to do in this second half. Messer, high arcing shot over Felkley, is rebounded by Falcon.
Got Felkley running the floor out ahead.
Won't get the ball yet. And won't get the ball at all in this possession because Marley Falcon has hit back-to-back threes.
17-3 in the year from her as she squares up and she lets it rain. Nice form, high arcing three-pointer there.
Benning hands off to Selensky.
We'll see Marley's brother tonight. We'll see how Parker Falcon does. Who scored there?
That was Abby Schmidt for St. Mary's.
Okay.
Her first made field goal of the evening. 4 minutes gone by in half number 2. Legacy still leading by 16. Swing to Lucas in the corner. Drives, tries to find Felkley. Deflected out of bounds by Messer. And we'll get 3 new Legacy Sabres into the game.
Yep. Probably thinking she probably would a wraparound bounce pass might have been the better idea there, but I like that she at least saw Brooklyn Felkley in the slip there.
I want to thank another one of our sponsors of the PSP Network, the UPS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot, side of the Marketplace Foods Plaza, for all your packing and shipping needs. On the run, Whitney Welk.
Whitney Welk, I liked it. Faked the shot from the three-point line, went hard to the middle, the running one-hander in the lane. She's got 9.
All right, Jones with the basketball now finds Schweitzer, Savannah Schweitzer to Selensky. Legacy keeping the Saints out of the lane here. Single digits on the shot clock. Benning, pull up from the elbow, no. A rebound goes down to Sadie Holler. Well traveled there, and the ball will go back to St. Mary's.
Nice quick switch there by Jones, and Natalie Benning forced that turnover. The 10th overall for Legacy in the game.
One of the 2 second-half three-pointers for Marley Falcon there on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Addie Dede and Marissa Merkel will check in. They split a little bit in that first half.
I believe that ball was touched by Watson on the inbounds pass.
And now we also see Stella Gallick, a 5'3" freshman, played, I think, 2 halves in that JV game, but she'll get some opportunities here, a 5'3" freshman.
Hit a couple threes in that game. St. Mary's just trying to find somebody to make a shot from beyond the arc.
One was a long banker from the left wing, but
just below the shot clock.
Yep.
Schweitzer spins the left, puts up a shot with the right hand. It's no good.
She runs just like her dad on her toes. You literally, if you watch Tanner run, it's like, oh wow.
Dede ends up wide open, one step inside the three-point line. Can't get the shot to fall, and Gallick is called for a foul.
Too open. She squared up like, wow, what happened to everybody? Everybody took off on me, and good-looking shot, though.
45 points for Legacy, just 3 scores still. Inbounds pass is stolen by Gallick, but she landed on the baseline. So try it from the other side now.
Legacy's got 5 backups on the floor right now. Look a little bit out of sorts.
This time they do get the ball inbounds to Dede. Now Merkel, top of the key, Gracie Watson. Put the play in motion, wearing out that side of the court. Bounce pass, Holler. She's out of bounds.
Like the drop step move on her, just got to go up strong, a little bit stronger on that one. She was in good position. Good defense by Savannah Schweitzer.
Following today's game, we'll have the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Shots Crossroads is your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com from their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. We'll talk to the winning coach and the Sport Clips MVP of the game. Still 12 minutes to go. Fast break opportunity for the freshman, Gracie Watson. You know, that's about 4 fast break layups that have been missed and 0 that have been made.
Yeah, and that shouldn't happen in high school sports, you know. Great steal. Got to finish it.
Okrup, offensive rebound. Second chance for the Saints. They'll put up another 3 with Benning. Third chance after Gallick finds that basketball. Whole new shot clock. Gallick hands off to Benning. He gets the play call from head coach Ty Terry.
Fists they're calling. We'll see what that one is. Double high pick.
Jones goes right. Passes out to Benning. Shot fake. Now puts the ball on the floor. Left-handed hook shot. She's fouled, and we'll go to the Surf Pro free throw line for 2.
Yeah, that double high pick, you get an opportunity. What are you going to do, Maya Jones? You take your side. She took right, and then there's both of the gals roll, and she's got an opportunity to kick it out to the wing, which she did. And then they had that whole side cleared out. Little one-on-one basketball for Natalie Benning.
5 starters return to the floor for Jim Petrick's Legacy Sabres after that missed free throw by Benning, who is shooting over 60% from the charity stripe coming into this game.
St. Mary's just 47.9 coming into the game as a team, which makes sense because they've been making 1 out of every 2 basically.
Same story here for Natalie Benning. Team high 13 points for the 5'9" senior. Welk. No good from the right side. And a foul 92 feet from the hoop. Will go against Ava Lucas.
Good pressure by Welk, went right at the defense on that 2-2-1 press. But again, missed another layup opportunity. St. Mary's did have somebody back, but
45-28 lead for Legacy on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Second half of the second conference game for these two teams, Capital City rivals. Messer just lost the basketball. All right, there's two Legacy Sabres on the fast break. And Welk goes to the left side this time, changes things up, and hits one ball.
Maybe it's the left side's the right side.
Yeah, have some confidence in that left hand.
Is the correct side, I guess. Coach Terry doesn't like what he sees.
Two timeouts to go for St. Mary's over the last 10:29 in today's game.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
That timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIVT.com. Back from the break, it's a missed mid-range shot from Matea Messer.
See if they get it right to Felkley on the inside.
Messer going after the basketball there. Felkley passes to Falcon. And a jump ball will be called. Maya Jones got her hand in there.
You know, one thing you don't do when you're 6 foot plus and you get the ball inside, you don't bring it down to people where somebody 5'3" can tie it up.
Tell you what, I was never a 6'3" forward in high school basketball, and I knew that. Felkley, easy two again.
I love the pass, though. Little fake move up high by, I think it was Addie Didi with the drop pass. Yeah, it was. Or no, it was Ava Lucas with the assist there.
Gallick dribbled it off her foot. Lucas with the steal and then throws it back to Maya Jones. We'll have another foul here against the Sabres.
We had a lot of turnovers on both sides, and that's probably happened 3 or 4 times already. Benning comes back in, as does Eva Selensky. Schweitzer and Gallick will sit down.
Eva Selensky wears a Legacy Sabres jersey at one of her top sports cross country.
Oh, man, she's really good. All-stater, senior athlete of the year this year in cross country. She finished 4th. She's going to NDSU to do some track. 2nd in the 800, 2nd in the 1600, 1st in the 3200 meter. That's pretty good.
Lob into Brooklyn. Felkley from the right side uses the square.
And we know who she lost to. Taya Fedek just did the game against Bismarck High. The battles between her and Taya, legendary. We're going to see those again in the state track meet.
There's a new runner from Century who's going to be on those. Yeah.
Good point.
Immels.
Forgot about that. She just came back from Nationals, I believe, right?
The highest placing sophomore at Nationals.
Yeah, they moved in from somewhere, Oregon or something, right? Their family?
Idaho, I think.
Idaho, yeah, it was out. Oh.
Felkley trying to.
She wanted a 3.
Smiles about it, though, after the miss. Jones, pull up.
Yeah. Well, that was nice. Maya Jones, way to read that one as she came up. She had Felkley in her, potentially in her face, but what did she do? She just pulled up from 15.
Ava Lucas And a little bit of extra there for Matea Messer, and gets called for the foul, her third. So the ball gets turned over to St. Mary's. Legacy, though, with a pretty big lead as they get past the halfway point of this second half. The clock is not running right now.
Just 3. Oh, somebody's got to let them know.
That probably should have been about. Now the shot clock starts.
He was sleeping at the switch. He let a few run off after it went out.
Scientific. Messer and one.
It's a nice hard move inside by Matea Messer. Things have been quiet for her, but finally got the ball inside. It was Benning. Nice backdoor cut by her and went behind Felkley.
We have 3-point play for Matea Messer.
Continues her double figure scoring in every game. 24, 16, 19, 25, and now 10. I was expecting this to be a close one, and I got to tell you.
It was for a while.
Yeah,
and
for
you
about
just think
8 minutes.
You just think, what if for St. Mary's? What if Tuesday you just make a few more shots? Today, same thing. Open looks. And
yeah, they've had a lot of open looks inside.
Not making them.
It's somebody wide open.
There's Falcon. Spin around for two.
They could have hit either Marley Falcon or Brooklyn Felkley. Little extra lob on that one. Got to Felkley for the turnaround, or excuse me, to Falcon. She's got 13, 11 for Welk, and 29 for Brooklyn Felkley. That's it. That adds up to 53.
I was going to say it. Are we still right? Just 3 scores for Legacy.
Totally. We're going to be Jones on a travel as she. Good idea right there as ball fake. Went down low then to do a drop or a bounce pass inside, but shuffled the feet on that one.
Well, St. Mary's next up. Jamestown at home on the 3rd of January when we come back from the new year, and then they'll go to Carl Gard Gym to take on Bismarck High. Some opportunities there for St. Mary's to get in the win column against the Blue Jays and the Demons.
Yeah.
After 2 impressive, really, performances against the top teams in the West region.
Exactly. And Bismarck High not playing very well right now. Did not look good against Mandan, and clearly not playing well tonight against Minot.
But a team you just figure they're going to show up in one of these games and really surprise you.
Yeah, you keep thinking that. I keep thinking that too.
Messer, left side, fouled again. I think that one's going to be against Falcon.
You know, you talk about somebody who, when she gets the basketball, she goes right at you. When I was watching her before, I thought that she had some tattoos on her ankles and below her knees. I didn't. It's got that tape, that whatever kind of tape that is that they have nowadays. We're supposed to help you with. You can zoom in on that one, guys. You see as she's shooting free throws on her calves. Well, too late. Did she get them both?
Yep. Timeout. It's called by Jim Petrick of Legacy. We'll take it with him. First International Bank and Trust. Timeout on the PSP Network.
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Notre Dame's, geez, they always do that. My bad. Sorry. I was going to say, Notre Dame, speaking of Golden Domes, are playing tonight.
I was going to ask you before the game, who you got winning the whole thing?
I don't know. I'm a Notre Dame fan. We just came from, I just took my son-in-law, my son, and my daughter's boyfriend down to Notre Dame earlier this year. Went to a Florida State game, and what an amazing experience. Even if you're not a Notre Dame fan, it's something to experience. Is being down in South Bend. And so, yeah, they're playing, who they play tonight? Indiana State, right?
Indiana.
So Indiana, University of Indiana, that's right. So Battle of Indiana, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, Chuck, every other person that I talk to is a Notre Dame fan.
You either like them or you don't. You like them or you hate them.
Yeah.
I've been a fan since I was a little kid.
Basket good there for the Sabres. Did not see who it was. Messer, left hand.
That's a strong play right there. Is high up in the air too. Matea Messer, also all I think she's an all WDA as a sophomore in basketball, WDA volleyball this year. 189 kills.
Steal. Another chance for St. Mary's. Benning. Take it myself.
Basket by Natalie Benning.
15 points for Natalie Benning.
55-39 Legacy.
Hey, they're not giving up. 16-point lead. I mean, that's
still 6.5
for a while.
Play.
Exactly.
Here's side Alexis Selensky. It's Selensky guarding Selensky. Missed shot. Messer with the rebound. A little stop and a score from this point on for the Saints.
Einiani over on that one.
Benning, no. Offensive rebound, Eva Selensky. She's going to find Schmidt. Passes after almost losing the ball to Whitney Welk wearing the different colored jersey. Welk and the finish.
Let's go, Whitney Welk. I like that. Hesitation, dribble drive, and then just went right at the defense. She squared her up and said, hey, you are not going to stop me. Went right at her. The degree of difficulty is about 10 times harder than a couple she's missed earlier. Still, the big three are the only ones in the scoring column for Legacy.
Saw it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Keep an eye on that one for the potential move of the game.
Coming up at our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show.
Spas, etc. move of the game.
I am still in Bismarck. Gotta make sure on that one. We had Velva tomorrow. Catch a doubleheader of.
Do you ever get a break?
Yeah, Christmas Day.
Oh, geez. Okay, you got one day off. Wow.
A few. Thrown blindly back into play. And he'll stay with the Saints. Messer. Ooh. Thought I would go forward. Now we'll go backward and shoot it.
Pretty good hard jab step back, 15-footer. 16 now for Messer.
Ava Lucas. Pass eventually does get to Felkley, who travels.
Double teamed Felkley. That's what looked at the official, said, what did I do? And he said, you shuffled your feet. And she's nodded her head, said, okay, I'll go with that. Surprised she has red shoes on. She's going to South Dakota State. That would be like a big no-no, wouldn't it be? If they showed the red shoes for South Dakota, the people down there got to go, whoa, Brooklyn, you got to get a clue. We don't wear red.
Yeah, or green,
or
yellow.
Absolutely. Speaking of South Dakota State, big game this weekend. Are you wearing Jackrabbit blue or are you wearing Bison yellow?
I've told Bryce Gutnick this. I've got a lot of family from South Dakota.
All right.
They root for the Jackrabbits.
Our family may be rooting for the Jackrabbits. We're a big UND family, but that doesn't mean still.
I think the UND fans are just rooting for next year.
Yes, absolutely.
New coach, new program. Welk, Falcon, left side with the right hand.
Boy, nice play. Whitney Welk, 2-on-1 fast break. Drew the defense. Quick pass over to Marley Falcon for the finish.
60-41 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard for Legacy. There will be an offensive foul against St. Mary's.
Oh, who was that?
Number 21, Ava Lucas.
No, that's the wrong side. Ava Lucas is on Legacy's team. Whoopsie there, sir.
Well, the near side official did give the player control foul sign, didn't he?
No, he did right away. This official did right away. He gave the.
Okay.
And right away, Coach Terry's like, okay, huh? How's that work?
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, they was on the wrong side, but she's not giving this one up. Yep, my bad.
Near side was Schmidt.
Yeah.
There's another foul. This one's going against Brooklyn Felkley. That'll be the 9th team foul on the Sabres, second on Felkley individually.
A little riding time for Brooklyn Felkley. I got to check that Irish score. What time's that game getting going?
Already started.
Is it? Okay.
It was 8 p.m. local there in Indiana.
It is. It's an hour difference. We were staying just out of Chicago, so We lost an hour going to the game. 0-0 just starting, 30 seconds into the game.
I think there's going to be a lot of points in that one.
Do you? She make both of them? That was
Abby Schmidt, yeah. I think all of her points, all.
She got one field
goal.
goal.
One field goal. All right. First International Bank and Trust timeout. We're going to talk a little college football during the break. There's the shot of the KT tape you've been looking for.
Yeah, that's exact. Thank you. From a distance in bad eyes, it looked like they were tattoos initially.
Under 4 minutes remaining in today's WDA girls basketball contest. The Legacy a 60-43 lead over St. Mary's. They played 3 times last year. As there's Felkley with a nice move in the post. Goes over 30 points in this one.
20, 29, yeah, 31 exactly. Yeah, they played in the state consolation semifinal. Legacy won 67-47. St. Mary's, that was the first time St. Mary's had been in state since 2020. So not that they were happy, just happy to get there, but they were happy to get there. They lost to Red River. They got drilled by 35, and then Legacy beat them by 20.
Maya Jones, some discomfort here.
Yeah, with that right knee, she's definitely got that look of emotion.
Journey Okrup checks back in for St. Mary's. But they played 3 times last year, and all of the scores seem just like this one.
Yeah.
60 for the Sabres, 40 for the Saints. Jones was fouled, and she's supposed to be at the free throw line, so Okrup comes right into the bench to the Serve Pro free throw line.
Actually, they played 4 times last year.
4 times.
Because they played in the West region and at state, so they've definitely had their number. Okay,
Journey Okrup made 1.
Thank you. 1 of 2, huh?
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology at Serve Pro. St. Mary's has been there a lot today. They haven't made many. Schmidt with the steal, one-on-one with Felkley. Gonna have to try a different plan.
Yeah, I think she's still got a piece of it. 3rd block of the night by Brooklyn Felkley.
Down to the last 3 minutes. Bismarck Legacy of 62-44.
Do you know who was the Sport Clips MVP of the game on Tuesday, the girls' game?
For
Legacy?
It was Felkley.
Okay.
For scoring 1,000.
Good point. All right, I just wanted to know that as we try to share the wealth if we can.
Just 3 scores to choose from, but maybe it's Lucas assisting all of them.
She's good. Yeah, and she does. Maybe she might have
double-digit assists.
She could. You're right.
The pass went to Welk, who didn't establish herself on the Legacy side of half court, so a pretty rare turnover there. Coach Jim Petrick, you think he's happy with this one?
I would say he's very happy with this one because I think a lot of people probably were looking at this going, hey, this not, I wouldn't even call it a trap game because St. Mary's played so well against Minot. I think people were kind of going, okay, how's this going to go? And I talked to Coach Terry, and he had all the confidence in the world that they were going to win tonight. And they have not played very well since the beginning, the first probably 10 minutes. And it's more the defensive pressure that Legacy has put on.
Natalie Benning from downtown.
Benning has 18, leads St. Mary's scores. Her and Messer, they're the kind of the ones that always lead. Oh, official, get out of the way, coach, get out of the way.
Selensky does keep it in bounds. Now Messer pull up, had some space, but misses the shot. St. Mary's had 3 different leading scorers in their first 3 games, but now it's back to that old rotation of Messer and Benning. Skip pass to Welk. Pass it all the way around. Brooklyn Falkley still asking for the basketball.
Now you got to get it to her. You got to get her the basketball.
Try a skip pass again, but Benning's going to pick this one off.
Oh, nice
Sprinting
pass.
up ahead, Abby Schmidt.
What a great one-handed pass there to a cutting Abby Schmidt.
Well, hands off to Selensky. Sabres looking to use up almost all of this shot clock with a 13-point lead. Actually, Falkley says, not the right idea. Scores in the lane.
Get me the basketball, right?
And good things have happened today for Legacy. Another 3 on the way for St. Mary's. It's no good. Messer offensive rebound. Left side also misses. There's Falcon with the rebound, and a timeout is called by Legacy. That'll be our last one. Come back for the last 61 seconds of girls basketball tonight on the PSP Network.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
I want to thank Shields of Minot and Bismarck for sponsoring our broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network tonight. They have every sporting good possible along with footwear and fashion. Shop online at shields.com. A proud supporter of the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. Not only is the winner of this St. Mary's game coming up at some point getting Jordan sneakers, $50 Shields gift cards on the line.
Oh. I did see like little blocks when I was getting the water. That maybe that's what they were buying too, just opportunities and
closest to the S.
Okay, that's what it is then.
I don't know. That was a guess.
Could be, right? They might throw something at some point in time from wherever they're sitting and
the chuck a duck, the chuck a puck.
Something, right?
Yeah.
Now they got all the starters out.
Legacy will improve to 5-0 on the season. Undefeated before the holidays, a very special accomplishment. And 2-0 in the conference. That'll be an offensive foul called against Sammy Watson in the game for the first time. Actually, that was 35, Sadie Holler, but give Watson some credit for being in the game. St. Mary's has some substitutes as well in for the first time tonight. Rachel Schumacher wears number 12. Finley Schmidt wears number 14. Another foul against Holler, her 3rd personal and the 10th on the Sabres. It'll be 2 free throw shots here for Stella Gallick. 25 seconds remain in the game. First one is good for Gallick, the freshman who wears number 10, now 3 for 7 at the ServPro free throw line on the season. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at ServPro. Well, the story of the night for St. Mary's, 50% at the free throw line. It happens again. Only one time have they gone 2 for 2. Shot clock turned off. Still some defensive pressure here by the Saints. Legacy has to play out the last 10 seconds of a 64-50 win. Chuck Claremont is down on the sideline, and he will talk to Jim Petrick, the winning head coach, as well as the Sport Clips MVP of the game. If we can decide on one, I tell you what, one of the favorites is Brooklyn Falkley with 33 points tonight of Legacy 64. We find Chuck. We'll start our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, a 64-50 win for Bismarck Legacy. Planning team financial advisors, whether they're looking for a full service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. Chuck's got a tough decision here, and it looks like he has opted to interview more than one player for Bismarck Legacy. They only had 3 scores in this game. 64-point total for Legacy, just 3 scores. But first, here's some word with the head coach, Jim Petrick.
Thanks, Owen. Coach Petrick, it's a St. Mary's team that I think a lot of people were looking at this team after they played so well against Minot. They were come out and beat you. I think I even heard some coaches beforehand saying, I think we got a good chance to beat them. And boy, you came out and stuffed the ball inside and really just took it right to them.
You know, St. Mary's is a great team. They had every chance to beat us. We came in here, we had to play one of our better games to beat this team. I mean, Messer, Benny, those are kids that can light it up. Our game plan was to be in our 1-2-2 zone press. That didn't work. We went full court man for the first time all year. We stuck with the rest of the game. I credit my kids just defensively. We said, let's just match up and try and make them work for everything they had. And so I was happy with our defense. Felch inside. I mean, she commands so much presence that she's going to get hers and get her teammates involved. And one quick kind of cool thing is tonight she just became our all-time leading scorer at Legacy history. Just past Ariana Berryhill, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty special. And, you know, defensively, not only, I mean, you got these 3, they're only the 3 that scored today, by the way, on the offensive side, but I thought your defensive pressure too. Whitney played amazing defense. Messer got some points later on, but boy, she really stuck it to Benning the mid part of the game. Benning just had nothing going on.
Well, I credit Whitney for that because Whitney's one of those kids that defensively, you know you're going to give her best effort all night. Offensively, she wants to score for us, and she's very capable, but she knows we need her to lock down defender, and that's what she was tonight. Benny had 2 threes early, and I was like, oh, it could be a long night. And then the first time out, Whitney kind of looked at me, and I could just see the look in her eye like she wasn't getting another clean look. You love players like that just almost take it personal when they get scored on, and Whitney's like, nope, I got her, we're good. And I felt better about it.
It was a good win, Coach. You're 2-0 now in the West Region. You've seen, you know, obviously this is going to be one of the better teams. A long season ahead of you.
Long season, no gimmies in the WDA, everything you had to work for. But happy with where we're at, but we gotta get better down the stretch here.
Congratulations, good win. All right, thanks. Well, ladies, we got all 3 of you because you guys all 3 had tremendous games, and I'm going to stand to the side and ask one question at a time. Oh, shoot. That's all right. I was going to get Whitney, but you know what? What is it, Ava? Tell me. Okay, that's perfect. Because Ava, we talked about how many assists you had to all these other girls that probably scored all the points between Whitney and Marley and Brooklyn. They had all the points, but talk about your assists and what you think your role is in this team.
I just try to help out with the team as much as I can. I don't know. I just try to find them when I can and get a good basket, I guess. I don't know.
You know, you stepped into a big role tonight, and that you haven't been starting, obviously, early in the year. You started the last couple games, and for you to come out against some St. Mary's, they got some good guards out there that it's a good chance for you to get and really show what you can do.
Yeah, they do have good people. It was a hard game, and I think everyone played good tonight.
All right, congratulations. Great job. Way to go. So, whoa, I thought I asked for Whitney, but that's okay. So for you, Marley, you came out, hit that first 3 tonight. That had to give you some confidence for the rest of the game.
Yeah, when I hit my first 3, I knew I could make the rest, and shooters don't stop shooting, so I kept shooting.
You know, one thing for you, you're a shooter, but what I thought you did excellent tonight is you really played good inside post defense. They struggled inside. They just could not get a look. Your length was really troubled them.
Yeah, I knew I needed to stop Messer because she had a lot of points against Minot, so someone needed to stop her, and that was me.
You know, for you guys looking at this team, they played so well against Minot. What was your thoughts coming into this? I think a lot of people felt like St. Mary's had a great chance of knocking you guys off.
Well, yeah, St. Mary's has great players, especially Messer, and they only lost to Minot by 9, so we knew it was going to be a tough game, and we had to come out and fight.
All right, good job. Don't leave. Let me come on this side of you, Brooklyn. So for you tonight, became the all-time scorer, leading scorer. Pretty cool. Past your 1,000 points. I mean, what does that mean to you as a player?
Honestly, it's been my dreams ever since freshman year to make an impact on this team, whether it's scoring or my rebounding. Tonight I just came in knowing that my role wasn't thinking about points, it was thinking about what was I going to do against their team, because defense is our mindset. And tonight it just kind of flowed. Everything clicked in my mind, and I felt like it was just a good night. My girls got the ball to me when they needed to, and overall it was a beautiful night, I think.
Well, it totally was, because you not only you were hitting the inside, you were getting offensive rebounds, you were hitting the trail shot. I mean, the only shot you missed that you had the biggest smile on your face that I really saw was that 3.
Yeah, I don't really shoot that many threes, so I was kind of like, well, why not? I was hoping she didn't give me the respect on the outside, so I'm like, I'm gonna let it fly.
You know, but give your team credit, because 100%. You got yourself in great position down low, and St. Mary's just could not stop you tonight.
I give all the credit to getting the ball to me. All those girls did an amazing job at moving the ball across the top and letting me do my work inside. I truly could not do it with every single girl. Whitney has amazing court vision. Ava can pull my girl off, and it's just some beautiful basketball.
Great win tonight for both of you girls. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. An improvised post-game interview there. We'll continue on with our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show when we return. A 64-50 win on the road, heading into the Christmas season for Bismarck Legacy.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
One game down and still another one to go in this doubleheader of high school hoops on the PSP Network tonight from Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's High School. A 64-50 win for Legacy over St. Mary's on the road. Chuck, you got those individual numbers ready, or should we talk about something else?
No, I got it. I was waiting downstairs. I got them. Matea Messer was 16 and Natalie Benning with 18 to lead St. Mary's. 7 for Abby Schmidt, 2 each for Eva Solinsky and Maya Jones, and then 3 for Journey Okrup for their total of 50. For the Sabres, 3 in the scoring column. Felkley had 33, now the all-time leading scorer. Pretty cool for a coach to recognize that. Marley Falcon, great game for her. 3 threes tonight in her way to 17 points. And Whitney Welk, solid basketball game with 14. Good job by Ava Lucas. I thought for a second there, I talked to Whitney Welk and I said, hey, I want to talk to you. And she said, yep, okay. And then I'm thinking, Owen, you were channeling Ava Lucas down there because you said, hey, we could give her the player of the game because of all the assists she had. And so I'm sure she was going, I didn't score a point. Why are you talking to me? But that's pretty cool. I'm glad she was there. And so we got a chance to talk to her. I'm Ava Lucas. So 33 for Felkley, 17 for Falcon, and 14 for Whitney Walk. Pretty easy, 64-50.
How about 100% of your scorers getting into double figures for Jim Petrick's Legacy Sabres? We talked to who all did get a Sport Clips MVP down there.
We'll give it to Falcon and Felkley.
Falcon and Felkley are Sport Clips MVPs of today's game. They can make you feel like an MVP with the MVP Haircut Experience. Check it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or on the app. And there was one nominee mention in this game for the Spas Etc. move of the game, and the end one for Whitney Welk.
It's perfect that she wasn't there. I wanted to talk to her, but she wasn't there. But we'll give her absolutely the Spas Etc. move of the game. What a great play. As it got a steal, she went down. Little hesitation move, went right at the defense and got her and one, as that was her last basket and only free throw of the game. She finishes with 14, so Whitney Welk gets her Spa Etc. move of the game.
Spas Etc. is a family-owned business with over 22 years of experience providing top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services. They also offer an extensive selection of billiard tables and gazebos for the Bismarck, North Dakota area since their establishment in 2001. Well, quick and easy, the planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show today. Legacy improves to 5-0 overall, 2-0 in the conference. They'll be on the road against Bismarck High on the 3rd of January when they return to play. You can catch that game on the PSP Network. St. Mary's drops below 500 to 2-3 overall, 0-2 in WDA play, but with the hardest conference schedule to start in the first week, they will be at home against Jamestown on that same 3rd of January. The win streak extends to 12 in a row for Legacy over the St. Mary's Saints with a 64-50 win over the St. Mary's Ball Club. It's time to turn our attention to Game 2 tonight. The boys match up next with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
With timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a seat in your car, drive through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of Valvoline Instant Oil Changes locations in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Preview our second matchup of the day while we still have a bit of time. St. Mary's and Legacy. It's the 1-3 Saints, the 4-0 Legacy Sabres here in the boys matchup. And similarly to the girls game, Legacy the size advantage, but St. Mary's has a few little intricacies to their game that could really pull off this upset tonight against the Sabres.
Well, they got some good athletes on this team. A lot of these kids played football. When you look down the list of kids, Connor Schatz, Aiden Price, Cortland Eberle, Jackson Barth, Dominic Zander, Brady Ruggles, and just guys that multi-sport athletes. I love that as a guy that played 4 sports in high school. I love seeing these kids going out there and competing. And so when you got, anytime you got athletes like that, and you go up and you match up against other kids, you know, good things can potentially happen. And they got some guys, and you know, Christian Benning had a great year last year. He's a kid averaging 20 points a game right now. He can easily score 20 points. If you haven't seen him play, that's left-handed butter shooter. I mean, man, like Chris Mullen type release. It's fun to look and watch this kid play. And I know Jackson Barth has been playing extremely well for this St. Mary's team, as he's averaging 18 points and 8 rebounds. And so between Benning and Barth, those are two guys that can really carry the load for your team. So they're going to have the Legacy Sabres are going to have their hands full, but obviously they're ranked 5th in the state right now. They got some, or no, I think they got receiving votes is what the Sabre boys, correct?
Yep.
But they are loaded too with Rubidou and Parker Falcon, Micaiah Berryhill, Brody Weigel, Easton Berger. I mean, they got a lot of great athletes themselves, and so they're probably right now favored in the game tonight. But if you talk to Jason Horner, like I just talked to before the game, he said, I can't believe you're here after the egg we laid on Tuesday against Minot North.
I was going to bring it up because it was like the first thing that Nick Holberg said. He said, go back and watch the interview post-game with Cole Higlin after that win over Minot North. And folks at home, do that as well. A team that was not happy with how they played in a 59-50 win over Minot North. So many chances, just like what we saw in this girls game beforehand, that didn't get finished. And obviously the first game in the WDA conference season for Legacy, but you obviously know that you can't get away with that very much in this league.
No, that's why I say, and Jason's a good friend of PSP, and he's a good friend of mine, and you know, he says exactly what he feels, right? And he just said, we did not play well. We don't deserve to be on PSP again this week after last week. And, you know, he's obviously being tough on his kids. And I know he's got a good group of kids. And he in the preseason, he talked about he likes his group. They play hard. They worked hard in the offseason. And, you know, he's expecting good things. But obviously he didn't like how it turned out and how they played against North. He's lucky they got a victory in that, and I'm sure he doesn't want to be the one to give up the first loss to Minot North in West Region history.
Yeah, that's the thing. But at the end of the day, a win's a win, and Legacy is in the top half of the WDA standings, as you see on your screen now after one match day. Dickinson, Minot, Mandan, and Century all picked up wins. Obviously, we know what teams like Jamestown and Bismarck High are capable of. Minot North, hey, they're probably going to win a few this season. There's no denying that. We'll see how high they do place. But starting out 1-0, just like we talked about in the girls' game, Legacy a chance to go 2-0, 5-0 before the holidays.
And it'll be a good opportunity here in St. Mary's gym. And the good news about playing twice in a week is if you don't like how you played on Tuesday, you get a chance to redeem yourself on Friday.
Here's the rankings in the state. Pay attention to the left side of your screen with the rankings brought to you by Ackerman Esfold Legacy. Receiving votes, it's all WDA teams except for the number 3 team in the state there in Fargo Davies. Bismarck gets pushed all the way down to number 5 for their loss against Mandan. But the Demons, they get a chance to go right back up those rankings tonight as they're in the Magic City against the number 1 team, Minot High.
Talk about that. That'll be a big matchup right there. And Bismarck High, they got a loss after this poll came out, as they're sitting at, 2-1 right now, and overall. And we'll see how that goes. Dickinson, they played well in the preseason, if you want to call it that, or the non-conference season, let's call it that. And I'm really curious to see how they got a lot of good athletes. I think they were kind of my pick to click, if you want to call it that, in preseason, because I just loved their kids last year in the West Region. Had a lot of them back, and so we'll get a chance to see them, I'm sure, at some point later this year.
Yeah, Dickinson, the only team in North Dakota to be scoring 90 points per game right now, at 95 points through their first couple games this season. Well, we don't have too much time before tip-off, so let's keep this Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolling right along with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts, the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game with Northern Plains, and it's really just going to be the battle of who wants to fight harder in this one. Legacy, not necessarily a team that plays with too much speed like we'll see other WDA teams, but when it comes down to scoring points in the paint, really nobody does it better than the Sabres.
Well, Sabres got guys inside. I mean, you start with Jonathan Rubidoux. What a season he's had, averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds. Pretty much a double guy every game except one this year, and he just really has changed his body, got rid of some of that baby fat, a little more muscle on him. Just a junior at 6'8", and Parker Falcon. One thing he's really changed is he likes being inside. I mean, he's averaging a double-double, 20 points and 11 rebounds. One thing Coach Jason Horner said is, rebounding we didn't do well last year, and because we were such a poor rebounding team, we lost a lot of close games. Well, I know he told Parker Falcon, you can't just be a three-point shooter. You're 6'5", you're bigger now. We need you to rebound, and he's obviously taken that to heart, so he's inside. So there's going to be those two guys, and then see how St. Mary's can respond. Somebody's going to have to step up against Christian Benning and Brody Weigels. He's that Energizer bunny. He's that football tough kid. He was a starting quarterback. Easton Bergerud kind of beat him out, but he is a guy, you're going to watch him. He's on the floor. He's in your face. If Christian Benning hits his 21 points, he's going to earn them, I can promise you that, because Brody Weigel's going to be in his face tonight.
Those are your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. They're introducing the starters here. We'll take a quick break and come back with tip-off of game number 2 tonight on the PSP Network.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
St. Mary's in the white, going from left to right. Legacy in the road. Black jerseys going right to left on your screen. It'll be Falcon against Barth in the circle, and we are underway with our second game of WDA basketball today on the PSP Network. Sabres with the basketball first. That's Jonathan Roubidou with it. Top of the key, Micaiah Berry-Hill near side goes to Brody Weigel. Roubidou, paint touch right away. Gets his shot blocked. Second chance. Almost had a third there. Battle for the boards goes to Jackson Barth.
Ooh, just jousted the big fella right out of the get-go.
Right into our Northern Plains, eating their keys to the game. Legacy's going to bring that strength, but St. Mary's standard ground here at home suffered a 47-point loss right here on Tuesday night to Minot High School, 94-47. First offensive possession for the Saints ends in a turnover after that pass from Connor Schatz hit a Sabres defender.
He wasn't even trying to steal that one.
You know, Jack Jolson had his back turned to it.
Right.
Falcon, quick pass inside to Roubidou. Kick out. Weigel, contested three is good.
The inside-out pass is a former post. Nothing better than that. You get it inside, you get double-teamed. Somebody's got to be open.
St. Mary's looking for an early answer, down 3-0. Ball gets swung all the way to the far corner, and Ryder Benning. Connor Schatz trying to drive against Parker Falcon, unsuccessful. Now calls for it again. 10 to shoot. Barth. Back to Schatz, baseline pass, gets it to Aiden Price, looking for the tie, but won't get it. Pass was caught by Jack Jolson on the sideline out of bounds. You mentioned, Chuck, Jolson, a new addition to the starting lineup.
Yeah, he's stepping in for Easton Bergerud, and Jack Jolson, what an athlete he is. All WDA football kid, wide receiver, D-back, also plays baseball. One of those multi-sport athletes.
3-0 lead for Legacy on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Right side attack for Ryder Benning. Count it.
Yeah, tough move too, man. Right at the big fellow Roubidou.
Micaiah Berry-Hill breaks the press, gets all the way to the baseline, but lost the ball out of bounds. It was last touched by the Saints, they say.
I mean, it actually looked like he dribbled out of bounds, but I think he got fouled. So maybe things all even out.
Inbounds pass goes to Falcon. Asia's going to drive right past Connor Schatz to the left side.
That was pretty right there as he leaned in, and the right-handed with a little English on the left side. Minot State athlete right there, going into your hometown. Next year, he's committed to Minot State.
Minot State playing a big game tonight. That's going to be on my phone here very shortly on the NSIC network.
Against, did you say Moorhead, right?
Yeah, top 12 matchup in the country. There's a foul on Jackson Barth's shot. And he'll go to the serve pro free throw line. Jolson called for the foul.
Okay, thank you. As I'm following the Irish, they're up 14-0 on University of Indiana in the second, just starting the second period. For those of you that care.
I know there's a lot of people that care out there for college football.
Well, there's probably a lot of the Saints. I mean, you're talking big Catholic University, and obviously this, or if you don't know this was patterned off the Golden Dome here at St. Mary's. Pretty special. Hey, great job, by the way. If you filmed that beforehand, it had to be today. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of snow out there. Ooh. Three, no good from Brody Weigel.
How did that not stay down?
Saw a lot of that in the girls' game. There's an offensive foul called against Christian Benning. Weigel takes the charge.
There's your Brody Weigel I talked about. He's just going to be in your face. Great job coming over after a beautiful pearl move on Jack Jolson. That'll be a turnover for, that was Ryder Benning. You said it was a Christian.
Christian Benning.
Okay, thank you. Second turnover for the Saints. Saints playing that just kind of lazy man-to-man, full court, just taking some time off the shot clock.
Trayson Terry checks in, as does Cortland Eberle, to run that full court pressure.
Trayson Terry, just a freshman.
Jump stop, and a shot by Falcons no good. He's asking to hit on his arm. Barth backs down Roubidou. Passes it away to Brooks Armstrong. Can't get that one to drop. And we stay at a 5-3 lead for Legacy.
Usually when you get 3 bounces in the rim, you get some good roll. Not there.
Not in this gym. Tony Wald court at St. Mary's.
Need some more dunking, loosen up the rims, huh?
Jolson with the layup. That'll work.
Just went over the top on a pick and just went right down the right side of the lane. Easy layup for Julson.
Barth. Shot fake. Fading away from the hoop. Offensive rebound, though, to St. Mary's. Armstrong is going to get called for another offensive foul against the Saints.
Armstrong, the sophomore, averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds a game. Had a good season so far. Second offensive charge taken by Legacy. Coach Horner really teaches that.
And 2 of our first 3 Ryan Family Dealerships replayers are charges. I'm excited for what else is going to come this game.
Giving up your body. Rubadu with the pink, or excuse me, Parker Falcon with the pink shoes.
There's Bergerud, passes it to Falcon, back out to Weigel. Pulls the trigger on that 3 from straight away, can't get it. We've played 4 minutes of basketball. Legacy leading 7-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Pass goes to Jackson Barth.
Well, I like the look to Barth, 6'5", big inside, big presence, big body.
Legacy hasn't had a problem with this full court pressure yet. Weigel moves the ball to Aiden Westgard in the corner. Falcon, baseline, up to Easton Bergerud. Gets the ball back here, but it's stolen away. Brooke Armstrong going the other way with Terry. Trayson Terry sets up for 3, no good. Went after his own rebound, but will get called for the foul.
That's a hard call there, as it's kind of a 50-50 ball, 2 guys going hard at it. Coach BJ Edsel likes that hustle. He'll take that foul that's just a hustle foul.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network brought to you by the UPS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot, inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza, open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3 for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS Store.
Maybe Trayson Terry's big brother Terrell, who went to Stanford, drafted by the Mavericks. Maybe he's watching somewhere around in the state.
Hey, when we were covering Minot North football, we had a viewer, we knew it, watching from Japan.
It was pretty cool.
Ball deflected and stolen by Cortland Everly for St. Mary's.
Bad look by Bergerud.
Oh. And you're not going to get that shot off over Jonathan Rubadu, listed at 6'8". Some say 6'7".
Where'd you hear that?
All the preps hoops and the AAU scouting, they list him at 6'7".
Okay.
He grew a little bit since the summer.
Maybe.
There starts the steal. They'll go to Westgard.
Long arms of the law coming over the top.
Rubadu with it. Driving on the left side, running over everybody.
Boy, I don't like that call at all.
You're going to see it again, Chuck, on
Let's
the right.
See it. That looked like to me as Rubadu just kind of turned the corner and went down the right side of the lane. See if he was set. Oh, that was a good Vlade Divac move, and all the coaches from Legacy was up on that one. But when you got a guy 6'7" or 6'8", and he's running over the guy that's 5'11", I mean, the official's short. Maybe that's, he's got some love for short people.
Well, that's one interpretation of it. Rubedu's just going to keep blocking shots and making highlight plays like that, while Legacy hasn't scored in a bunch of minutes. Micaiah Berryhill, nice move there to get an open Easton Bergerud for 3, off back iron. Trayson Terry snatched that rebound. Top of the key, Armstrong. Out to Ruggles. Missed it.
Good box out by Rubadu.
Berryhill. Quick moves there from Micaiah. Berger gets the ball here just outside the lane. Kick out to Berryhill. Short corner. It goes to Westgard. 3 ball up from Ruff. No good.
Good ball movement there on that possession, though, for Legacy.
Armstrong right down Broadway, but couldn't finish the layup.
Boy, you got to make that one as you went right by Rubadu, who's gave it the Olay defense.
Westgard shot fake. Now Legacy moves the ball around again. Rubidoux standing right there in the middle, wearing number 14. Couldn't really set a screen there for Berryhill, who lost his dribble. Defensive battle in the first 7 minutes today. Braxton Ruff. 4 on the shot clock, puts up a floater, missed it. Another rebound for the senior Cortland Eberly.
St. Mary's playing solid defense. We're talking 12 points scored in 7 minutes by these two teams.
Well, 10 of those points were scored in the first 4 minutes.
Right.
Foul called. Will bring up 2 shots for Christian Benning. One against Berryhill.
Yep, his first personal foul. And Christian Benning hasn't had too many good looks. That one he went right down the lane. He's got a little blood apparently here on.
Well, Berryhill already took off the tape on his right wrist, and now possible bloody nose. Having a tough time staying in this game.
Weigel's going to come back, or excuse me, Juleson will come back in.
It's a bloody lip for Berryhill. First free throw is good for Christian Benning. Shoots 82% from the free throw line.
Of course, he's that lefty smooth shooter.
Second one.
Isn't that Chris Mullen?
Yes.
Do you know who that is, or are you too young to know who that is?
I am enough of a basketball fan to know.
I mean, that is like to a T right there.
Jolson stops at the elbow. Pass out to Rubidoux. Near side, Weigel. Jolson tries to drive. He is stopped by Ryder Benning. Ball does get to the block, and Parker Falcon. Extra pass. Weigel's 3 is no good. Offensive rebound there for Josh Link.
They're playing everybody today, trying to find a group that works here.
Link's first field goal attempt of this season is no good. The rebound is tracked down by Falcon. How about another one? Link, second chance, not going to get it. Falcon with the board and the putback.
You know, what a great job by Rubidoux, as he couldn't get the rebound, but he tipped it right to Falcon, so give him an assist on that one.
Benning on the move. Long pass, a dangerous one to Ryder Benning. Saints down 2. 9-7 lead for the Sabres on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Christian Benning thinking about it.
Yeah.
Now he's trapped. Gets the ball away, middle of the court to Barth. Rubidoux changing direction. Falcon up and under.
Rubidoux leading the break on that one, and a nice job of the big 6-8er.
First International Bank and Trust timeout after 8.5 minutes of basketball.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. It's First International Bank and Trust.
You've done so many games, you don't even have to look at a
Not anymore, no.
call sheet.
No.
That's pretty impressive.
Legacy leading 11-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
For those of you who haven't heard Owen, Owen's a 19-year-old protege from Minot. Originally from Wilton, though, right?
Washburn.
Washburn. Oh, wow,
okay,
man.
Chuck.
Wrong W, my bad.
Goodness.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Wilton gym, but you meant playing at Washburn.
Yeah. Shot missed by Jackson Barth, but he will get 2 shots at the Serve Pro free throw line.
Owen's got aspirations to do some professional baseball calling, and I can't wait. And see if I can hook you up with a friend of mine, Dave St. Peter, see if Dave has any contacts for you.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Dave is super helpful with North Dakota kids, and if there's any opportunities that he might be able to pass on, I'll send me a clip or something. I'll see if I can't send it on to him.
Free throw's no good for Jackson Barth. He'll get a second chance here with St. Mary's down 11-7.
Barth's having just a heck of a year. 18 points, we mentioned, 8 rebounds. Offense and defensive line on football.
Offensive rebound went to Christian Benning. It'll be an and one for Jackson Barth.
Well, you got to box out the free throws, but great job by Benning getting it. And then what a nice assist, a wraparound assist to Barth. He looked like he traveled beforehand, but I think it's going to get a push from Brody Weigel.
Saw it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Free throw missed. At Ryan Dealerships, their commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference with one of their 5 locations in Minot or Williston.
Well, that's got to be a foul from behind on that one, wasn't it?
It is not.
It was not. It was Ryder Benning over the top on Falcon. Falcon thought he did.
Christian Benning, that would have been on the highlight reel. Pass the bad to Berryhill. Finds Rubidou. Pass deflected, falling out of bounds, and now a pass that's stolen by Aiden Price.
Well, you want Rubidou to just go take that one up and go strong.
Ends up with the steal there. This might be a career high in steals for Jonathan Rubidou.
Yeah. I think he's going to come out, though. I don't think coach is very happy with his play right now. I think Bergerud's going to come in.
There's a turnover again by the Sabres.
Yeah, hopefully he just talks to him and just says, hey, Jonathan, you got it inside. Power up, go at him, force them into guarding you, and that's exactly what Coach Jacoby Lloyd is just saying, hey, you get that chance, gather, go up strong. Talk about having a guy on your bench like Jacoby Lloyd as your number 2 guy. That's pretty cool for Coach Horner.
Rubidou goes to the bench with no points. Benning, long 3, well off the mark. Weigel with the rebound for Legacy. Low scoring first half, 11-9 lead for the Sabres on the road. Bergerud finds Falcon.
Yeah, get him the ball inside. He really has improved his inside game. I know that's an area he's really worked on. Rebounding and inside strength.
Barth has a lane, spins to the left. Look at that finish from Jackson Barth.
Impressive move for the 6'5 junior inside.
See it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replays. Berryhill is hit on the shot. Falcon second chance, he will get fouled.
And Barth is standing there looking like, what did I do?
Here's the left-handed finish.
I like that.
Barth, yeah.
As faked it to the middle, little pirouette, drop step to the baseline. Use the left hand.
Parker Falcon, we talked about Benning's free throw shooting percentage. Falcon even a little bit better, 86% this season.
The announcer jinx.
I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it?
I don't
Okay.
believe in it.
All right, all right.
Even though I have jinxed plenty of athletes before. It's just he's not 100%.
Nope. Mentioned he's going to Minot. Drew Kempel's going to Minot State, and you mentioned somebody from Minot too.
Ramsey Walls.
There you go.
Second free throw is good for Parker Falcon. Timeout Legacy. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the PSP Network back in 30.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
This broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network is brought to you by Planet Pizza. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order. Try the Blue Buffalo or maybe even the plain cheese at Planet Pizza, serving Magic City for over 25 years. I was informed recently talking about the bacon cheeseburger pizza.
Oh.
Great reviews.
Okay, I have not tried that one.
It's got pickles on it.
One of these days I'll get up to Minot, get a chance to have that.
Barth keeps on working in the paint. It's not an easy matchup that he has, whether it's Falcon, Rubidou, or Bergerud, but he's got 9 in this first
now
half.
he went to the right hand, so he shows his dexterity, ambidextrous there, right-handed jump hook off the glass.
Falcon, confident.
And we got Jackson Barth, I think that's his second, as he kind of walked underneath the shooter, is way outside and went to jump, and you got to let him come down. Not a smart play right there, and you got to know who's out there. Parker Falcon's got a range that, I mean, he steps in the court and you better get in his face.
We heard Marley Falcon say in the postgame show, shooters just keep shooting. And the shots have been falling for Legacy, but you feel like a 3 like that and the possibility of a 4-point play here that will be converted by Falcon. How many more is Legacy going to miss tonight? It just feels like a huge shifting play.
He made that one, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Here we go. Parker, well, that's a layup.
Parker Falcon, like he went up and that left leg kind of gave out of him, but yet he still got the layup
he
to
knew
go.
There was somebody chasing him from behind.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to be an easy one.
No.
Blocked shot by Bergerud on Armstrong's shot attempt.
Bergerud really had a nice season this year from football. Just as I jinxed him on that one, compliment him and he throws it away.
He pokes the ball away there.
Just Easton, come on, make a play.
6 minutes remain in half number 1, 20-13 Legacy. There you see Coach B.J. Etzold for St. Mary's, a team that went 2-20 a year ago. Did win 11 games in his first season in 2021.
His 4th season. His dad is a assistant on the football team. That's, speaking of legends, Bud Etzold. He's a legendary coach in North Dakota. And nice that Toby Schweitzer was able to bring him on and help him out. As Toby Schweitzer took over for Dan Schmeeker, speaking of legends.
Yeah. Benning with the left hand, but heavily contested there. Well, Falcons getting hot here for Legacy with Rubidoux on the bench. See, they get him the ball in this possession. We got a foul against Trayson Terry, though, with Westgard handling the basketball.
Yeah, Terry just leaning a little bit too much on Braxton Ruff. 9 guys Coach Jason Horner's played already. Horner's in his 12th year of coaching. He's been here at Legacy since the start of Legacy. He won that state title for Mandan in 2009 and came over here. They got a push off.
Bergerud will get called for that foul. Also a connection to Minot State for Horner.
Who's a connection?
Did he play at Minot State?
Who did?
Horner.
Oh, he did? Yes, thank you. Wow, hello, get with it. I was trying to figure out who the foul was on there.
It was a Bergerud.
Oh, it was, okay.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the half.
He did, he played with Coach Winchesky. They were great friends.
You can catch Winchesky's game as Christian Benning looking for the end one. There's just going to have to be happy with 2 points.
Yeah, he wanted the end one.
Coach Winchesky's game tonight against Bismarck High. Elsewhere on the PSP Network, we'll have a scoreboard update thanks to North Dakota Score Feed during the halftime report. Easton Bergerud at the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Actually said hello to Bergerud's family today because their family and mine, good friends from when I lived in Bismarck.
No way.
His sister was my classmate.
Oh, wow. Small world, Owen.
Yeah.
So who is your allegiance to then, Bismarck or Minot? Or you're just,
I'm a Division B guy.
You're Switzerland.
I'm a Class B guy.
Okay.
I'll say that. Trying to make it in the AA ranks.
All right.
(22-15) Sabres. St. Mary's with the basketball. Brady Ruggles out to Ryder Benning. Armstrong stuck there in the corner. Eberle puts it on the ground. No look pass out to Benning. Tough shot, but an offensive rebound goes to Ruggles, and he will convert from just inside the lane.
Sometimes you got to be in the right place at the right time, and Brady Ruggles took advantage of that. That missed shot when came right to him. He was able to follow up and one-hander in the lane.
Rubidoux passes out to Link. Tell you what, Link's got his opportunity today, and he has taken full advantage.
He has had 3 wide open looks, and you just can't get him to go. A little flat maybe on the shot, I'm not sure.
Armstrong off the dribble in front of Parker Falcon.
Jeez, how about that shake and bake crossover pull up by Brooks Armstrong against the senior All-Stater Parker Falcon. Boy, St. Mary's just hanging around.
Oh, Falcon wanted the ball there. Wants it again. They finally get it to number 24. Falcon spins to the right, left side of the hoop, right-handed finish.
There's a reason you get him the basketball. That is a nice move inside. He likes that English from the opposites or the that left side. When he's talking, saying he grabbed my arm. Look at me, he goes.
Falcon is called for his first personal foul. He'll send Brooks Armstrong to the Surf Pro free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Got the shoes he had to plug in before he came today. Got that bright yellow.
Look like every shoe that the track runners have.
You might have to put that on your car on the way home tonight, so you're. Jeez, they can't. Second offensive rebound and on a missed free throw. Coach does not like that.
Shots. Dumps the ball off to Cortland Eberly.
Wow, what a job by Connor Schatz. The one-handed bounce pass off the dribble.
Coming downhill is Weigel. Back out to Rubidoux. Quick pass out to Link. 4th time's the charm for Josh Link.
Well, what do shooters do?
They keep on shooting.
And he just finally hit his 4th. It didn't look like he was hesitating at all. Good job for him.
Falcon with the steal of Armstrong. Rubidoux led down the court, has to throw it back into play. That doesn't happen.
I mean, good idea, but you got to know who you're throwing it out to, right? I mean, the big guy, I wouldn't say he's slow, but he's a little lumbery. Wasn't going to track that one down. It'll be a turnover for the Sabres. Should have had a layup.
If there was an award for most improved player, I think just from the early stats, Rubidoux's got it in the West region. We're talking about a guy that went last year from 6 points and 4 rebounds to a double-double, at least in the early part of the year, and it looks like it's going to carry on.
Yeah, played a lot of summer basketball.
Missed shot there for the Saints, who were down 2, now down 5 after the Link make.
And Rubidoux he has not scored yet, so see if they can't get him ISO'd inside. He's a guy that can shoot the 3 too.
Bergerud finds Berryhill, all kinds of time, but a miss.
Well, I think that's a wrapper on. It's going to be a foul on Ryder Benning. Is good hustle by Josh Link, right? It's got to be, isn't it? Yeah, it's good call there as Josh Link went to get the loose basketball, and Ryder Benning took that left hand and wrapped it around behind Josh Link. Coach Horner saw something as Link. I don't know if he's played. Has he played this year? You can take a look here. In
Not
stats.
very much. He hadn't shot a ball until this game. He's now 1 for 4 from the three-point line and 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
No, he hasn't even played.
Yeah.
So obviously coaches saw something out of him in a few JV games. Give him a chance to play.
The 6-foot freshman guard, 5 points in this first half, extends the Sabres lead to 29-22. 2 minutes left in the first half. Shots. Again, gets another nice pass off to Ryder Benning. Fade away over Falcons, no good, and Weigel is fouled on the rebound by Eberly.
Yeah, good defensive possession by the Sabres. They can't be disappointed in their defensive effort because they're played very well. I mean, the Saints, one of my keys of the game, too, was St. Mary's. They've really struggled to score, like who's going to step up and to score. And it seems like Barth's kind of been that guy, the only guy. They need somebody else. Christian Benning, he's had one big game, a 32-pointer. Their second game win.
Jonathan Rubidoux getting checked on by the athletic training staff. Had a bloody lip as well and a finger. It's been a rough first half. Not in the type of basketball we've seen, just very physical.
When we knew St. Mary's, we talked about all the football kids playing, and that's St. Mary's has been known for that for a long time.
Bergerud with the steal and then lost the handle. Falcon coming downhill, down the tracks. Oh, off the glass for two.
Well, what a good first half, Parker Falcon. He can shoot, he's posting up. Now he's on the drive. Minot's getting a good one.
Minot State currently in the lead over Moorhead in the first half. That's the third offensive foul called against the Saints. Aiden Price, a name that belongs in the spelling bee.
A-E-Y-D-E-N?
Yeah.
I always, there's so many people nowadays that the simple spelling is never the best, but that's okay. You want people to be unique.
Yeah.
Some people want them to be unique because of how they stand out, and some people are giving them a kickstart by their name.
That's right. Aiden Price goes to the bench.
Owen, now how many different ways could there be to spell Owen?
Two.
O-W-E-N, O-E-N, or
E-O-I-N, the Irish way.
E-O-I-N, okay.
Yeah. Thrown back into play by Braxton Ruff, finds Barry Hill, and now Link a little bit too excited there.
Yeah, he forced that one.
Going to be a foul called as both Barry Hill and Schatz went after the rebound. It looks like it will be against Micaiah Barry Hill.
Yeah, and Coach Horner saying, no, that's not what we want. They're in the double bonus. We do not want you to be following them 83 feet away.
Was an 8-0 run for Legacy, and that can be stopped if Schatz makes either of these free throws. Makes the first and earns a second.
His first point of Connor Schatz, averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds. The 6'3" senior. Connor Schatz, football, little tight end, linebacker, 3-sport athlete, plays infield and a pitcher for the Saints baseball team.
2 for 2 goes number 22, 24-32 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Lots of twos.
44 seconds remain before the Magic Towing halftime report. Falcon pass into Bergerud. Whoa, threaded the needle there to get it out to Weigel. Bergerud with the offensive board. 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock for Falcon at 26 off the back iron.
They tried to get him to pull it out, but Parker was too locked in on that post up.
And he's got 19 in this first half. He kind of takes whatever shot he wants. St. Mary's is stuck here on offense. Shots, hands off to Armstrong with 10. Coach Etzold saying, let's go towards the basket. Armstrong takes the advice, but airballs the shot. A steal by Benning, buzzer beater, it's good.
Rips it right out of the hands of Parker Falcon.
32-26 at the half. Benning cuts the deficit to 6 points with this on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
You bring it down low, that's what happens.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
It's time for the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number, 701-509-4011. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. We'll take a look at the first half numbers in this one, headlined by a big output from Parker Falcon and a small supporting cast.
Yeah, 19 points for Parker Falcon as he leads all scorers. And just a great first half. I mean, inside, outside, you name it, on the row, down the lane, off the dribble. He's doing everything for Legacy right now, including an and one from outside the three-point line. One thing he hasn't done, or he's done, is negative, is he missed one free throw after Owen jinxed him. So he's got 19. He's got 19 points to lead the Sabres. 5 for Josh Link off the bench, 4 for Brody Weigel, and 2 each for Jack Julesen and Easton Bergerud. I guess, yeah, that's their total of 32. For the Saints, they got 7 in the scoring column. Nice first half for Jackson Barth, 9 for him. 4 for Ryder Benning, 2 for Brady Ruggles, 3 for Brooks Armstrong, 4 for Christian Benning, 2 for Connor Schatz, and 2 for Cortland Eberle. 7 for 9 from the charity stripe for Legacy, 6 for 9 for St. Mary's. Legacy has 3 threes in the first half. St. Mary's does not have a 3. They've been guarded from the three-point line, so that's one thing that Legacy's doing well. And Coach Horner's got to be pleased with everything except, I think, how the last 3 possessions went. They had a 32-22 lead. Our last 2 possessions, they gave up, 2 baskets. And, I guess as a coach, you always got to have something to talk about. And I'm sure he'll talk about that, not taking care of the basketball at the end and not getting, I think there was 2 offensive rebounds late that led to those. One offensive rebound and a steal that led to those last 2 buckets. And Coach definitely can't be happy about that. But giving up just 26 points, it's a pretty good defensive effort for Legacy.
It really is. The one guy in particular that you don't talk about in the individual stats, though, in that first half, Jonathan Rubidoux, the leading scorer in 3 out of 4 games for Legacy to start this season. Nothing for him, but a lot of steals, a couple of rebounds here and there. It's been an up and down first half for Jonathan Rubidoux.
Well, and then how about Micaiah Berryhill? He's averaging 14 a game. He's had 11, 14, 16, and 6, and now he has not scored. And
he's been out almost 10 minutes of this game with injuries.
Yeah, injuries and a couple personal fouls, and so, you got your 2 big dogs, or 2 of your big dogs. That's 31 points a game that have 0 right now. So Good job. Good thing Parker Falcon has stepped up for them right there. And, you know, if you're Coach B.J. Etzel, you got to be saying, all right, you know, there's a team averaging 81 points a game, and we just gave up 32. So, you know, good job, team. You know, what do they got to do different? I mean, they probably miss some outside looks, but I think that's more credit to the Saints guarding the three-point line, knowing that they got both Parker Falcon and Jonathan Rubidoux inside, that they're forcing you by, and those guys saying, hey, we'll take our chances if you get by us, with those guys being able to protect the paint.
If you missed it earlier today, our first game here from Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's. The girls' game, Legacy won 64-50. They only needed 3 scores to do it to the Sabres, led by Brooklyn Falkley's 33 points. She became the all-time leading scorer in Bismarck Legacy Sabre girls basketball history, as the Lady Sabres improved to 5-0 on the season. St. Mary's looking to avoid the sweep here. How about some scores from elsewhere in North Dakota? Some WDA girls finals to report. Mandan over Jamestown 66-28. Minot over Bismarck High 68-44. And Minot North picks up their first win in WDA competition 81-60 over Dickinson. At the half in the boys games here later today, Minot High leads Bismarck 44-34. You can catch that game on the PSP Network. Bismarck Century 68-16 over Williston at the break. Yeah, Century's pretty good this year.
How about the girls? Oh, there's a girl score there for Century and Williston? I wonder how that was.
Century and Williston.
That would have been a big matchup against 4-0 Williston. Was this their reality check, or maybe they didn't play?
I will have to do a little more digging for that one.
I didn't mean to pull that one on.
No, I'm interested too. Williston's off to a 4-0 start in girls basketball, and I don't think they played today.
Okay.
I think they had the night off.
Okay. That's weird, though, that Century played them, huh?
Yeah.
The Century boys played. I know Century used to do it where they would play opposites, you know. They wouldn't, instead of playing a doubleheader, the girls would play on the road, and the boy. I think Minot did that for a long time, too.
Oh, yeah, with Jamestown, they still do.
Do they? Okay, I don't like that. I like it that there's a doubleheader. I think it's awesome for fans to get a chance to see, you know, you see the girls' game today. It was a good crowd for the girls' game, and sometimes that's the intent. I know sometimes they switch them up, too. I know Minot's probably, well, I don't know if Minot's done that, but Century used to do it where they'd have the boys play first when the girls were really good, and they would have the girls play after that.
Yeah,
they haven't done that lately.
Relating that to Division B, tomorrow in Belleville, we're going to see what has become a super rare doubleheader in Class B. They almost never happen anymore.
Yeah.
The different start times to the seasons really throw that off. And yeah, that the worst, which happened a couple years ago and really only ended this season, is, you know, what Team A would go on the road to Team B for the boys' game on Monday, and they'd travel again for the girls' game on Tuesday night. A split doubleheader.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But maybe from a ticket standpoint, I guess, I'm not sure.
Pay twice to get into the game, yeah?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Athletic trainer here for St. Mary's talking to the Legacy coaching staff. Really know who it was about, because both Barry Hill and Rubidoux, who have visited the trainer, are still in the game.
Oh, Rubidoux was sitting there for a long time at the halftime, getting his upper lip or upper inside his mouth.
Jack Jolson with the steal and the right-handed finish to kick off our second half scoring.
Yeah, Jolson anticipated that pass, tipped it away, coast to coast.
34-26 lead for Legacy on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Tipped ball out of bounds, last touch by Falcon. It'll stay with the Saints, 18 to shoot. That's why BNC National Bank will make managing your money easy. Find them in their locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, or Arizona, even online at bnc.bank. Schatz gets the inbounds pass. Rifles a pass to Ryder Benning, and then Schatz throws it out of bounds, giving the ball to the Sabres.
And again, credit to Jack Jolson as he was overplaying. Connor Schatz didn't read it, instead threw it out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers.
Falcon from the logo. Passes to Micaiah Berryhill, far side wing. They pass now back towards our side of the court. Falcon money.
Well, that was pretty dish from Jack Juleson out to Parker Falcon, and he was still a couple feet outside that three-point line. Jackson Barth didn't have a hand up.
I hope that was his celebration, just looking at the right hand.
Is that what he did?
I think so.
Like,
or else there's some
hot?
discomfort there. I don't know. It's a great celebration if it is.
I didn't see that.
Here
We'll
it is
have to
again
watch
on
that.
the Ryan Family Dealerships
All right,
replay.
let's just kind of inside-out pass. No, can't see that part of it. Oh, maybe we can. No.
All right, he did look at his hand. Reiner Benning to the elbow. Out to shots. St. Mary's looking for their first points of the second half. Rubidoux is going to get the stop.
Well, he got mugged.
Oh,
I mean, he got completely mugged. Coach Etzel saying, oh, jeez. He had two hands like parallel to the hardwood as opposed to two hands going straight up in the air.
Thanks to North Dakota score feed for giving us up-to-the-minute updates from scores from around the state. Some very good games in Division A and B, both boys and girls basketball tonight. An upset in Division A girls. Berry Hill from the corner, yep.
And what an underhand dish from Falcon to Berry Hill.
First points of the night for Micaiah Berry Hill early in half number 2.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard by UNMSU. That's Minot State University. St. Mary's with possession of the basketball out of the timeout. Reiner Benning responds to Berry Hill's triple.
Yeah, right in the Berry Hill was right in his face too. Give Ryder credit, the senior.
Legacy basketball leading 40-29. That was the first points of the second half for the St. Mary's Saints. 3 no good from Brody Weigel. Bergrud was there for the putback. Couldn't get that to fall either.
And the first 3 of the game for them as well.
Benning fell down. Everybody kind of thinking that was going to be a travel. Ryder Benning tries another 3, no good. Offensive rebound, missed by Barth, and then Benning, who pulled off a play like that to end the first half, gets called for the foul.
Yeah, he did. He pulled off a little kite down there, a little steal. See if I could find that. I'll try to track down who was our PSP player of the game for the PSP game.
There the pressure finally gets to Legacy, but Rubidoux is open for his first points of the night.
And he finally scored too, as you said, 15 minutes. So you got a full 21 minutes before he got in the scoring column.
Christian Benning on the drive, draws the foul.
And you can hear Jacoby Lloyd, he's kind of their defensive coach. He was screaming, pick him up. He was not happy with that play right there. And, you know, just such a great relationship with Jason Horner and Jacoby Lloyd. We mentioned both of these guys are state champs. Back when Coach Horner played for, or was coach for Mandan, they were a state champion. And then Jacoby Lloyd had an undefeated season for Jamestown. How they let him go, I'll never know.
Christian Benning, 2 for 2 at the Serve Pro free throw line on that trip. Rubidoux finds Falcon, easy.
You love it when your bigs pass like that, you know, and they look at each other and feed off each other. That's definitely one of the better groups I've seen in terms of, I think these two are gonna score a lot of points this year.
That ball was not tipped, so Ryder Benning's pass goes out of bounds. Legacy looking to build on the lead. 44-31, the largest of the night. Baseline drive. Rubidoux finds Weigel. Can't get it to drop. Shots with the rebound for the Saints. They get it across the half-court line quickly. After calling for it, Barth gets it, backs down. Aiden Westgard for two.
Boy, and he wanted to foul too. Just a power move by the lefty Barth. I like this game.
Hill has his pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sabres as three new St. Mary's Saints check in. Trayson Terry, Cortland Eberle, and Brady Ruggles.
Can't find it.
Rubidoux down the left side. Really had nobody coming out to meet him until he draws the foul here. Watch it again on the Ryan Bevy Dealerships replay.
I think Eberle came over just a little bit late. This shows how he can, he had maybe that left foot on the back. His heel was on the restricted area. Rubidoux showed he can put the ball on the floor in the first half, showed it again there. Now he's going to pile on the points maybe the second half.
Three-point play for Jonathan Rubidoux. 5 so far after the halftime break, is only 5 in the game. 47-33 Legacy. 13.5 remaining in the basketball game. Trayson Terry, left-handed.
Pretty teardrop by Terry, getting in the lane quickly. High release on that left-hander.
Harry Hill, one-handed pass up to Westgard, but misses from 5 feet away.
Would have been his first point of the game.
Christian Benning, that one, we're going to watch again.
It's just smooth. That's just his game. I mean, he's just fun to watch. Got a great outside shot, and you always got to watch there. So then he gets that sneaky, quick drive.
Westgard, has everybody confused. Off the glass and in.
And there's a nice move there, as he said, all right, I'm going to get us back. Looked over, see if the coach smiled, and he wasn't even paying attention.
49-37 lead for Legacy, looking to get to 5-0 with this win over St. Mary's. 3 from Ruggles, goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
Parker wanted a rebound. Said it cost me a rebound. Now he's saying to his teammates, let's go, let's move the basketball, come on.
21 points in the game for Parker Falcon today, which is above his season average. 22?
He had a 3, right, the second half? Hit 19 and a half? Did he not?
Yeah.
I think, right? I think his shot here was a 3, a deep 3 to start the second half. See if it.
I know he scored in the lane.
So then he has another one.
25.
Oh, he did. Thank you. There you go. 24, right?
We'll figure it out.
I'll add it up.
24 for Parker Falcon. Berryhill, the Falcon again, looking to add to the total. Instead, passes to Braxton Ruff. Can't connect. Armstrong with a rebound. Foul on Berryhill. Yeah, Falcon did have the 3 where he looked at his hand. So
yeah.
24 points tonight for Parker Falcon.
Micaiah Berryhill seems to be the bug zapper tonight. If there's a foul, he's the guy there that gets it. He's got 3. He's going to sit down.
Dominic Zander in the game for the first time for St. Mary's. Trayson Terry feeling good in the second half. Yeah. Misses that 3, though.
Falcon high up to get that one. He's got to have close to a double-double.
Bergerud comes up to get that pass from Brody Weigel. Falcon is fouled.
Yep, good position inside. Dominic Zander now was checking him, both hands on his back. Easy call for the official. Xander, another football kid, all WDA for the Saints.
Falcon top of the key, lobs to Bergerud. Spin around and 2 points for the senior Easton Bergerud.
Jump hook, assist by Parker Falcon.
Pass out to Terry, catch and shoot. Off the glass.
There is a soft touch. Hit the front of the rim, hit the glass, and fell in. Trayson Terry, second three-pointer in the season.
Ruff brings it up the court for Legacy. Back out to Josh Link.
And it's just an 11-point game. St. Mary's is hanging around.
Falcon makes it a 13-point lead, 53-40.
And he was even double teamed too. I like it how he faked to the middle, drop step, split that double team.
Brooks Armstrong with the basketball. Guarded tightly there by Weigel. Here's Eberle against Bergerud. Out to Terry. Yes! Trayson Terry, big time for St. Mary's in the second half.
He's feeling it. 8 points for him all in the second half.
Legacy running down the court. Falcon wants it. Catch and shoot. No.
I think everybody from the Sabre bench was up thinking that was going to go in.
Ruggles open from way downtown off the front of the rim. Rebound tip to Josh Link. Weigel with the ball, far corner. Hits it to Falcon. Help defense there from Eberle. Falcon just jumps over all of them. Shot no good. Bergerud missed. Link on the third attempt is fouled.
Good tough rebound for Bergerud as he kind of tweaked that left knee. He's got all wrapped up, but nice job by Josh Link then on the opposite end, opposite side, as he stayed right with it. Drew the foul. Yes. Tell you what, this freshman's gonna, I get a feeling he's gonna get some minutes. He's gonna be a important guy in the rotation for Jason Horner. He looks good.
The Legacy does have a pretty difficult upcoming stretch when they come back from the holidays at Bismarck, home against Dickinson, at Century.
I would say so.
The importance of starting 2-0. Benning all the way to the 10.
A burst right by the freshman, off the wrong foot, but he saw some bigs coming down at him, so he decided to take off a little early.
Double figures for Christian Benning. Here's Rubidoux. Contested shot. Yeah, he's going to get fouled there. Barth was trying to time up the block and just didn't.
Good power move right there by the big fella.
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro, bringing you the ServPro free throw line tonight. Rubidoux misses the first free throw, and he'll have a long wait before his second. First International Bank and Trust timeout.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Back from the break, and Jonathan Rubidoux is back at the ServPro free throw line. Elsewhere on the PSP Network tonight, Minot High School, a 71-49 lead over Bismarck High in the second half. Still 7.5 minutes to go, but it looks like the Magicians might stay undefeated.
Rubidoux missed both free throws.
Also had coverage of Division A basketball between Nedrose and Surrey. That game's already gone final.
Ooh, there's a good steal by Rubidoux. Getting those 2 free throws back that he missed.
57-45 lead for Legacy. Halfway through the second half, Ryder Benning collects the pass, puts up a 3, missed it. Christian Benning on the run. And now Legacy. Man advantage here. Oh, look at that pass to Jolson. Put it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
The no-look pass. Sorry about that. The no-look pass to Jolson on one hand. Jolson with the finish.
Benning, shot fake, now drives, carried it. Here's a chance to look at Braxton Ruff's assist.
I like that. No-look pass, one hand. Think of that one too as the Spas, etc. move of the game. That was pretty.
We'll name that award in the planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. 3 from Jolson, no. Rubidoux, no. Bergrud, yes.
Boy, the length right now of Legacy was a 6'6" Bergerud, the 6'8" Rubidoux. Offensive rebounds. They're really playing well together.
Shots wanted to give the ball to Jackson Barth, and Barth didn't want it. Take a timeout here. St. Mary's will keep it here on the PSP Network to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you in part by Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They have every sporting good possible along with footwear and fashion. Shop online at shields.com. A proud supporter of the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. Also Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. 8:10 left in the second half. Bismarck Legacy on the road, up 61-45 over St. Mary's. St. Mary's has 2 timeouts left. Legacy with 3. Already 5 team fouls against the Saints, just 2 called against Legacy here in the second half. Falcon inbounds the ball to Brody Weigel. And we return to basketball here on the PSP Network. Weigel tried to go left, forced right by Trayson Terry. Long skip pass from Ruff to Jolson. Rubidoux from the wing, he's blocked by Jackson Barth, but not giving up on the play is Ruff. And we have a timeout before the jump ball, and this time we will step aside on the PSP Network for a First International Bank and Trust timeout.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, if you're liking what you're seeing tonight on the PSP Network, why don't you hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Don't miss a single upcoming broadcast. Also follow at Network PSP on X and Facebook. When we come back from the holiday break, that might have been an over and back right there.
Yeah, I don't know if
Rubidoux was on one side of the half-court line, ended up on the other, but I think he threw it from, doesn't matter, it's a turnover against the Sabres.
Yeah, there's no reason to argue for Coach Etzold because they got the ball back. It was a turnover. Legacy's been pretty good with turnovers, though. They haven't had too many. I have them for 9 total in the game. They're a team that doesn't turn over a whole lot, just 15 times on the average per game.
Benning gets his own rebound, goes back at Jolson and draws the foul. Jolson saying, where did I go wrong?
Hands were straight up. I was kind of going backwards, but okay. His 4th personal too, though. You can just see the aggressive that Jolson's been playing with.
First one good for Christian Benning at the Serve Pro free throw line. He saw that last play again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. 11 tonight for Christian Benning. 61-47 lead for Legacy. Talked in the girls' game about Legacy's win streak over St. Mary's that was improved to 12. Here's Falcon from the corner, in and out. Berryhill offensive rebound. That won't go either. Legacy with a bit of a winning streak over the Saints as well on the boys' side at 8 games.
Yeah, 8 games. The girls are now at 12.
Christian Benning, another 2.
Wide open layup there. Nobody came over, picked him up. The lefty, he's got 14 now.
Robidoux.
It's just a 12-point game.
Yeah. Now Falcon from behind the free throw line. Westgard in the corner, no. Rebound, batted to Trayson Terry.
Pretty flat right there. Got to get a little bit of arch on that one on the weak side.
Trayson Terry, he's been confident this whole half and nearly had another one. Just traveled before putting up that shot.
Boy, a wide open look too. I think he couldn't decide whether he was going to shoot a runner or pull up and hit the jump stop from the free throw line, and he shot a running travel runner, and he knew it right away. I'm sure.
When you got that much to your game, it does get difficult.
Yes.
Just a freshman too.
It is, yeah. He's a good-looking freshman. Oh my.
Parker Falcon.
Tell you what, if I'm guarding Parker Falcon, I'm making him go to his right because he's shown he loves that drop step to the weak side, to his right shoulder.
Barth almost made that one. A blocking foul called against Brody Weigel.
And right down there, he's going to probably have Weigel on a reach in, right? Yeah. I am impressed with Jackson Barth, though. Big, strong kid inside, got good feet, ambidextrous, shoots with both hands, plays defense, got a little bit of edge to him. I like that.
Shoots free throws with the left hand and makes the first.
I think he's, what, 2 for 5 now?
Ruggles and Ryder Benning back in for St. Mary's.
Ruggles, one of 7 siblings. I got all kinds of junk here for you.
Bergerud looking for Falcon, gets it to him, faces up the defense, fade away off the back of the rim. Another second chance for Legacy. They just haven't finished any of them. 63-51.
Yeah, you hit a 3 here, man. You got St. Mary's. All of a sudden, you got the
offensive foul against Barth. Berryhill took it.
Is that the 3rd time or 4th time that Legacy's drawn a charge?
4th. That's the 4th foul.
That's pretty impressive.
4th foul against Jackson Barth.
And that's not good, because with 5 minutes, I don't think you set him right. I think you got to keep him in there.
Yeah, he's responsible for guarding Bergerud. He's done a good job on that.
I don't know. I'm going to get a post up on Falcon. They got Christian Benning on him. I mean, I'm right there getting the ball.
Falcon back to the basket. Had it stripped away. Still on the court. Bergerud with it. And a timeout by Legacy. Coach Etzold saying nobody had possession of it, but
I don't think so either. I agree with him. Ball was on the floor. He said, I'll argue. Let me argue.
60-second timeout on the PSP Network.
Remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged, the stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Back to basketball here from Bismarck. Jack Jolson on the drive. He's fouled. And we'll get 2 free throw attempts.
Going to get Ryder Benning on that one. A late whistle is good take by Jack Jolson. Went to the weak side for the reverse.
7th against St. Mary's, so Legacy will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And down 12. St. Mary's knowing they're going to need to foul. Maybe not a bad thing.
No, that was a high arching shot right there for Jack Jolson.
(64-41) lead for Legacy, and will stay that way. St. Mary's, the objective here for the last 4:45, score fast, and Barth does just that.
They just cleared the side and said, all right, you're taking Bergerud 1-on-1, and he just dominated him with nice little drop step move inside with the left hand.
Berryhill gets the handoff, feeds Falcon. He has not really left the paint so far in this second half after that early 3.
No, and he's
Benning. No, air ball.
Short. Good defense. Jolson right in his face.
Bergerud comes out to get that pass from Weigel. Now Jolson. Falcon, near side block, out to Micaiah Berryhill. Open for a second. Might have been deflected there by Barth. Rebound goes to Brody Weigel.
Coach saying slow.
Jolson on the pass from Berryhill. That 3 is no good. The 3-point shooting percentage for Legacy in the last 12 minutes is 0%.
They didn't want that. They wanted, let's bring it out. Let's run some clock. And St. Mary's too, you know, they're one possession getting it underneath for the 10-minute point mark. And the last 2, Bennings put up a couple tough looks.
Bounce pass to Falcon. Nice find, Micaiah Berryhill.
Underhand, right-handed finish on that left side. That seems to be his favorite look. Good pass.
That's 30 tonight for Parker Falcon, and a foul called as Barth was again going to the hoop.
Yeah, he just, it's like the Charles Barkley, you know, he just kind of power dribbles right down into Bergerud. He's going to take a seat here. Bergerud's a good quarterback against the lineman.
Ryder Benning, he thought he's having a catch and shoot right there, but close out by Weigel. Hey, the Northern Plains needing their keys to the game. Right there, close out. Technical foul against
who?
That was it.
Technical foul on the Saints, number 13,
Christian Benning.
He said, I didn't say anything. This is what happens, is there's a lot of chipping going on with the official, you know what I mean? This stuff, and all of a sudden you get into this piece and the official's like, all right, I'm done, I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Falcon makes the first of 2 technical foul free throws. It'll be Legacy ball after this too. 68-53. Sabres in front on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Down to 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Then we'll have the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show, an interview with the winning coach, and the Sport Clips MVP of this one. Jolson, it's by his defender. Pulls in the help defense. Rubadu for 3, no good, but there's Falcon.
I love the level that Parker Falcon has stepped up his game. I mean, he was good last year, and there's so many more things he can do right now.
Thought about going coast to coast. He was stopped. 34 points for Falcon. Wants the ball again. Going against Ruggles. Which way is he going to go? Left. Shot no good.
That was a hard shot there.
Long pass up ahead to Benning. Able to track it down. Working against Weigel after being called for the technical. Delivers a dish to Jackson Barth.
Underhand dish as Barth cut to the back door, and Great play on the trail right there, and the lefty pass.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Final scores rolling in from across the state as we get to the end of another Friday of high school hoops in North Dakota before we to the holidays. Minot High just defeated Bismarck High 83-66 on the PSP network. We received word that Hudson Sheldon, who had 3 dunks on the PSP network on Tuesday night, had 5
dunks tonight. Said he might have had a quadruple double.
Quadruple double.
That's what he said.
84-56 win for the Braves over Jamestown. Bismarck Century 114-35 over Williston. Ooh. And no score from Dickinson and Minot North. Now to the final 2 minutes here from St. Mary's High School in North Bismarck. 70-55 lead for Legacy. Berryhill all the way, but stuffed by the rim.
Oh, everybody was up on that play. Nice looking play, but
Barth gets it again. Through some contact. 57-70.
Well, if there's one thing he's shown, he is a force to be reckoned with, the junior, Jackson Barth.
St. Mary's will host Jamestown next on the 3rd of January. Bergerud not going to take that shot. They keep the offense moving. They're going backwards. Bergerud just stuck with it there. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it again. Now Jolson puts the offense in motion. Steps through the lane, and Barth is just fouled out. Jackson Barth went for the shot block, but only got the arm of Jack Jolson.
Well, if you'd watch Barth's reactions, he hasn't had a foul yet tonight. I mean, every single foul he's got a look, but just aggressive inside. Some, like you said, sometimes it's better off just kind of stepping back, putting your hands straight up. Tries to go for those blocks. Great game for him. What did he finish with? 6, 7, 8, 19 points for him tonight. It's been double figures every game this year. Keeps that average at 18, maybe a little higher than that. Just a junior. Kind of got to find somebody else, though. You know, they got Benning, they got him. Got to find somebody else who's going to step in. Trayson Terry looked like to be that guy. I mean, he had 8 points. Kind of hasn't had a whole lot of touches since then.
Jolson makes the first and gets ready for the second for the Serve Pro free throw line. Legacy's been there a lot in this second half. Well short.
He's just barely nicked the rim. He was almost going to have to buy a case of pop on that one. And that was an air ball.
Steal by Weigel. Takes it away from Christian Benning.
Well, what anticipation. Just jumped that screen.
And Christian Benning takes it back. Fast break, spin. Benning under control for 2. Down 12, but now under 60 seconds to play. St. Mary's has to start fouling if they choose to do so. Instead, it'll be Falcon, and that one might just put the lead at too big for St. Mary's to come back.
Parker Falcon on the trail. Nice job, too. I like it by Juleson. Under control, though, you know.
Gotta have it. Benning does.
Benning deep outside the 3.
Almost at the center court logo. 73-62 now the score. 30 seconds to go. St. Mary's yet to foul, so this one might just be over. Except Weigel throws that out of bounds.
He's saying, hey,
pleading.
We are in the bonus. We don't have to pass it. Make them foul us. We'll see if, what are the odds Jason Horner's going to be happy with win?
I think today a little bit better than the Minot North.
Okay.
The defense was there. Another logo. 3. Hey!
Wowie.
Curry.
Yeah, that was
the longest 3 on a not buzzer beater in North Dakota this season.
Totally from the logo. So what does that go about? 33 feet maybe? What is it? 40, is it 90 feet half? 90, is it 90 foot, right?
94 from the baseline to baseline.
Okay, so you got 47 and about 5 in, so 42-footer.
I'm going to go with that, yeah.
Wowie, that was deep.
Christian Benning now with 17 points in the game, 13 of them coming in the second half. Have a First International Bank and Trust timeout right now, just a 30-second one. 73-65 lead. Well, technically, it's a 2-possession game with 17 seconds left. St. Mary's has yet to foul here in the last minute.
So 2 possession, you're saying a 3-pointer and an and one?
2 times.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Benning has drilled 2 logo threes back-to-back, so.
He needs to get fouled in his next 2 threes. They need to get 2 steals.
Falcon inbounds the ball to Ruff. There's a steal and a 3 up from Benning. Wasn't even looking, but just had to shoot it. And now St. Mary's will start to foul with 10 seconds left. The opportunity was there. They got the steal, which is always what you're going for. Steal, then the foul on those resets.
Coach Horner was talking to Braxton Ruff. He said, the one thing you can't do is dribble in the corner where 4 guys are going to trap you, right? Catch it when you get in bounds where you are, turn and square up, make them foul you.
Free throw is missed, at least the first one for Weigel. Sabres are in the double bonus. %50 on that trip is Brody Weigel, his first points of the second half. Clock got a late start. Benning with the 3. Maybe they'll just let it run like last time. No, they don't, actually. Legacy probably asking if the clock should be reset, but nope. 4.8 seconds left. 74-65 lead for Legacy. And all they're going to do is inbound the ball. St. Mary's, we'll see if they even do foul. Nope. Weigel gets it across half court. And the Sabres boys team, just like the girls, improved to 5-0 today at Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's High School. 74-65 the final. Chuck Claremont is getting down to the sideline to speak with the winning coach, Jason Horner of Legacy, as well as our Sport Clips MVP of the game. He picked 3 in the last game. And we'll see who he goes with this time. Looks like it will be Parker Falcon down on the court with Chuck Claremont here shortly as we begin our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Final score tonight. Bismarck Legacy 74, St. Mary's 65. St. Mary's drops to 1-4 overall heading into the holidays. And then they'll come back and host Jamestown on the 3rd of January. All right, Chuck is down on the court with Jason Horner. Had an eventful interview last time against Minot North. Let's see if the vibes are better this time around. Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Owen. Coach, your team played great defense tonight. I mean, I thought St. Mary's was super scrappy. I didn't know what to expect after they just got drilled by Minot, but they came out and played really hard today.
Well, they're well coached, and they have experience, and they have talent, and they have athletes, and Minot's going to do that to a lot of teams. Let's be honest. So and we always find a way to play close games here with them. So we knew it was going to be no different tonight.
You know, and for you guys, it just seemed the first half, Rubidoux wasn't getting a lot of touches, but well, when you got a guy that's scoring like Parker Falcon inside, that's one thing. It seems like he's really changed this year. Man, he's posting up well.
Yeah, we're trying to get those guys. We're not going to be a team that dribbles by everybody, and we have talent and length in the inside. We want those guys playing in the middle third of the floor, playing high-low basketball. Post players unite, right? All right, we can appreciate that. But what that does is even if you're not getting the ball and you're commanding the paint, that help side collapses a little bit. Now the corners are open, and now you can do a lot of things out of there. So just by posting up hard, we tell them, yeah, you might not get it 2-3 possessions, but if you just go ahead and keep doing that, that's going to just collapse that defense a little bit. And now the corners have room to do what they're going to do.
Yeah, and I thought defensively too, you really got out in the three-point shooters. I mean, they did not have a three-pointer the first half. It took them a little bit the second half to get it. And other than a couple logo threes by Benning late, you really were getting in their face and not a lot, and forcing them to the middle.
Well, the one thing I'll give credit for the kids, a lot of things, our practices have been fantastic. It's just a matter of taking them to the floor, and we didn't really do a good job of that on Tuesday. didn't stop a good Wednesday practice and didn't stop yesterday's practice, which was excellent again. You could just kind of see it, habits starting to be built, and the mental side of things of just not letting the ball go where they want it to go and contesting everything and just making everything hard. And if they make one, they make one. And then we're going to live to play another one. It's just the ones that we just kind of have our hands down. We let them dictate what they want to do, and then now we're scrambling, and now they can do what they want. I felt like we were much more aggressive on defense tonight, much more. I think we took 4 or 5 charges, which is what we're going to have to do. You force it a certain way, and then you help, and the guys are starting to pick up on that. And I'll give them credit because we started this offense right away in the year. We didn't talk a lot of defense to start the year, and so now we're getting more into the defensive side of things.
And speaking of offense, got a freshman who hadn't played all year. Josh Link comes out. He looks good.
He's not afraid either. You could see that right away. And when you have open gyms and the older guys want him on the floor with you, that says a lot. And so he's just one of them kids that he's got a bright future. He's unflappable for just a young age. And he's got skill and talent, and he's only going to get better.
That's a good win, Coach. Congratulations. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Congratulations, big game for you tonight. I mean, you went for 30 plus, but I think more importantly to you that what I think has changed your game is, man, you are getting every damn rebound out there.
Yeah, so that was one thing Coach has been on me about ever since I joined the program with, like, especially when I was a freshman, I wasn't, as built. I've been in the weight room the past 2 years and put on some mass, so I think that's really helped being physicalness. We have a strength coach that really gives us the work, so I think that's a big part of it.
And for you too, it seems like you're really concentrating and getting inside and posting up, recognizing that, hey, you might not get the ball every time, but it's really opening up the floor with you in there.
Yeah, I feel like with me and Big John in there, I mean, we're both good down there, and I feel like with both of us keep rotating up and down at the same time, it's really just, it opens up a lot for our offense. If we get it, I feel like it's either a one-on-one or we get doubled and we can kick to the corner and just play make.
You can see that you guys are playing off each other too. There's a lot of high-low passes, different things, so you guys are absolutely on the same page.
Yeah, that's also one thing we've been talking about, especially in film. I mean, the last couple of games we've really emphasized getting it down there, but like he said on the last one, in practice we've been working on it, and we just didn't translate that to the game, and today we translated it to the game and it opened up a lot.
A lot of big games coming after the first of the year. I mean, you got Minot, you got Bismarck, a lot of good teams in the West region.
Yeah, BHS is after break. I'm looking forward to playing them. They're a good team, and I'm actually curious to see what the Minot score is, so I'm about to
big.
Who?
Minot
over
Bismarck guy.
How big?
Like 15, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah,
so crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the teams, and these guys are a challenge, but I feel like when we get into games like BHS, Minot, Mandan, those are really games that we're going to have to prep for and lock in for.
All right, congratulations, great job. Oh, I got to ask you one more question. You had an open look down here, you were going down. Tell me, was the dunk going to come up on that one? Did the leg give out? What happened there?
That's exactly, you guessed right. The leg gave out. I was planning on it, and it just...
Hudson had 5 more dunks tonight.
That doesn't surprise me. He's an athlete. He is an athlete. Hudson,
so are you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right, don't leave, man. Hold on.
Sport Clips MVP tonight, Parker Falcon, after a 74-65 win over St. Mary's. The rest of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up after this on the PSP Network.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit off. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward Financial Free. The final score tonight, Bismarck Legacy 74, St. Mary's 65. It was pointed out plenty in that post-game interview, Chuck. Legacy plays a lot of close games. They're used to it. They just battle through. Everything's usually decided by 10 or less, and somehow it ended up today was just the same.
They seem to always play close games, and last year I think they had like 12 games by a couple possessions that they had, and so tonight was a little bit different than that. I mean, they were, not that they coasted, they were up, I think 70-55 was 1 point, 15 points. It kind of always seemed like they were never really any concern to get beat, but yet St. Mary's, I think, just played really well. And if I'm Coach B.J. Etzold, I mean, you're happy with the effort his kids gave inside and outside, and I think that's going to be a team that's going to be better when you think of how more kids are going to develop with Ryder Benning playing. I mean, he's a senior. You got some of the other guys are going to find. Trace and Terry, as a freshman, he's going to get more minutes as the season goes. So a win is a win. We know how West Region, I don't care who you play, there's going to be some battles every night. So they leave 5-0, 2-0 in the West Region.
We have another 30-point score tonight for Bismarck Legacy. In the first game, it was Brooklyn Falkley with 33 to set a school record. Falcon at 36, not a school record, but it kicks off our individual scoring.
It does. So let's go hit St. Mary's first. 19 for Jackson Barth. That was led by Christian Bennings, 20. So Benning had a couple deep threes late. So 20 for Benning, 19 for Barth, 9 for Aiden Price, 2 for Brady Ruggles, 3 for Brooks Armstrong. Connor Schatz had a bucket. Trace and Terry had 8 all in 3 possessions. And then Cortland Eberly had 2 for their total of 65. For the Sabres, just 1 in double figures. That was the 36 of Parker Falcon, 19 at the half, 17 more adds onto that. 19 and 17 makes 36, as he was doing it everywhere, inside, outside, at the free throw line, you name it. 8 points for Jack Julson. I like him in his first start of the season, or at least he didn't start last week, early this week, but that's a good start. He played really well. 7 for Rubidoux, 7 for Josh Link. He's a freshman. Speaking of freshmen, he's going to play a lot more. Brody Weigel had 5. Easton Bergerud had 4. 2 for Aiden Westgard, and then Micaiah Berryhill had 5 for their total of 74. A good game. Legacy, they play hard. I like Jason Horner's coach teams. The kids get after it, and they showed it there that for, like you said, some reason they play close on a lot of teams, whether you're really good or whether you're a lower, a team like Minot North, maybe potentially it might not be as a top team, but a win's a win.
Yeah, 2 wins decided by a total of 18 points to start conference schedule. A 59-50 win over North on Tuesday. 74-65 here against St. Mary's. Coach Horner was a little bit in a better spirit on Tuesday night.
He was in the Merry Christmas spirit tonight. You could tell. He wished us all Merry Christmas. So
well, he will be the head coach of a 5-0 basketball team as we celebrate the holidays. But then you get into exactly what we always hype up the WDA schedule to be. At Bismarck High when you come back from eating Christmas cookies. Dickinson on the 7th of January at home. At Century on the 10th of January. We're going to really find out who these Legacy Sabres are as we begin the new year.
Yeah, we are. And he said he's looking forward to it. So Bismarck High, he said, I'm curious for that Bismarck High score. And I said they got beat pretty bad. How bad? I mean, I think it was 15.
88-64, I think it was.
Okay, well, it was 20 points. But Bismarck, it's hard to win up in Minot. It really and truly is. And anybody playing Minot's got a really good basketball team. They're number 1 for a reason. And it's going to take a full effort by any team to beat that team this year.
One more item of business to take care of in our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, and that is the Spas Etc. move of the game. We had some nice assists. We gave an assist we didn't. That was a 3-point play in the girls' game. We have to give one of the dishes here in the boys' game, the move of the game. I'm thinking that one from Braxton Ruff to Jack Jolson.
Oh, that was a pretty one.
Staring at the bench right down the middle of the court.
No question about it. That was a great one. He came to the middle of the on a kind of a semi-break. He caught it at the left 28-foot line, came to the middle, and he saw Julson breaking the whole way. He didn't look at him, gave him a one-handed pass off the dribble, and Julson went up and finished. So that was a good job between Braxton Ruff, the junior, to Jack Julson, the junior. That's our Spas Etc. move of the game.
Since their establishment in 2001, Spas Etc. has been committed to delivering exceptional customer service and building lasting relationships with their valued customers. Parker Falcon tonight with 36 points, your Sport Clips MVP. They come close. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. Check it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or on the app. Any final notes from this day in St. Mary's?
Just Falcon consistent. That's what I liked about him is that he had 6 in the first 9 minutes, then 13, then he, same thing. Every 9-minute period, he was evident. And so sometimes you get guys who just kind of drift away and they kind of go away. You don't know what happened to them. They might get 15 points, but they didn't play good for 18. Well, he played 36 solid minutes tonight, so very impressed with Parker Falcon.
Well, that does it for our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show for our great crew putting on tonight's show on the PSP Network. My color commentator Chuck Claremont, I'm Owen Patterson, repeating your final score for the final time tonight. It's Bismarck Legacy with the sweep on the road. Hey, we had that on Tuesday as well. The Sabres 74, the Saints 65 of the boys game. Hope you can tune in to either high school hockey tomorrow afternoon or a doubleheader of Division B basketball as Garrison visits Velva in that rivalry game starting early in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. Until then, I hope you have a good night, everybody.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.